I don't know what that annoying problem was earlier, but it should be fixed. I will test. Let's see if it's working on the clock app or not. Can I hear myself? Once it loads. And while that's going on, I can go here. That. And go here. And do that. Alrighty. There. Okay. I'm pretty certain that I can be heard just fine now. I can hear you. Alrighty, Hocus. Thank you. Yeah, for some reason, I started up stream, and everything worked perfectly fine until the actual streams. My mic working perfectly good. My OBS working perfectly good. It shows all the stuff and everything. And then just as soon as it got to the red app, the purple app, or the clock app, it stopped working completely. So, I just had to do a little bit of a restarting of the streams, reconnect them, and now it seems like they're good again. So, I guess I'll restate what I was saying beforehand. Level 29 now, quite hard to earn fawns right now. I don't know if you've seen any of the videos I've made on that. Or are you level 29 in your character level, your appraiser level, or are you level 29 in the tycoon? Because if it's tycoon, then yeah, you're farther than me. I don't know how to help you. If it's appraiser level, if you haven't done the appraiser 15 tycoon, have you done the like safes and stuff you can find around the map? As long as it works now, well, I don't understand technology. Totally fair. Technology was not meant to be understood. Well, actually it was. That was kind of the point, but hey, it's not my problem. Someone else can figure it out. Oh, wow, I've got a lot more achievements than I thought I would. Yes. Yes, haven't completed the hospital anomalies ones. I have a guide for that if you want it. Other than that, the best things I can recommend if you're doing like city tycoon stuff and you're specifically trying to get as many fawns as possible is do the races, because the races give you obviously the amount for the city stamina you spend, but they also have star rewards. And the more difficult the races, the more star rewards you get. And these are not at all related to your city stamina. It's just a one-time completion reward. So, let's say you did all of these, like, Tempestas races, and you won all of them perfectly. You would get, 6 of these, which are 15,000 each. That would put you at about, I don't know, like, 90,000? You'd have about 90,000 extra just for playing this activity specifically. Not only is so adorable, she is. She is absolutely adorable. Oh, I see. I've been fishing till level 5 for now. Totally fair. Heist and fishing are the best ways to get fawns. So fishing only gives you the amount your stamina allows, is the thing. So fishing, it cannot be the best way to get fawns. It can be quick. It can be a good way to use your city's stamina quickly, but it's not going to get you any more fawns than any other version of the city stamina activities. It just also has a nice little cosmetic reward, so a lot of people like to do it, which I like fishing too, so I'm not going to diss anyone else. I fish myself. It's just, I also acknowledge if someone only wants fawns, the racing is the best way. If that's all they want. The heist, of course, is the best way in the game to get it, but that is also limited in its own way.
Freeze the
How's your morning been? My morning has been great, Hocus. How about yours? And by great, I mean tech issues are a whole creature, but hey, we're here.
What's that smell?
Welcome back. Thank you, Zodiac.
Amazing.
Fishing is a cooked grind. I think it's meant to be done over time. I see. Thank you. Heist kind of hard. I have a run somewhere edited to running in the 90s of me going through the entire heist and getting like 200,000, and I condensed it into 1 minute. What was the problem? There wasn't one. All I did was close the stream and restart it. Zodiac. That's literally all I had to do. OBS was perfectly fine. My mic was perfectly fine. Everything was perfectly fine. Just for some reason, the sound gets to the clock app, the sound gets to the red app, the sound gets to the purple app, and just stops working. It is what it is. Is this a Haster reference I just stumbled upon? I don't know what that is, Cassandra. Yo, Astrid, welcome in. My day's been okay so far. I'm drawing. Let's go. I earn 48k on one delivery sometimes. Yeah, the deliveries can be really nice for fawns as well, but of course that's just using your stamina quickly. The deliveries give you character bond XP. They give you affection, which is nice. Things happen indeed. Yo, I'm so confused. You know the Marching Beyond Time arc? How do you get it? I'm gonna look at the events because this should have all the... Is it an S rank or an A rank arc? If it's an A rank arc, there's a lot of those. Let me see. So if it's Marching Beyond Time, I don't have it. So it might be one of these two. One of them, I don't think it is because it's, that would be Nakupeta. Which Nakupeta is right here. If you go to the Arc Shop, Arc Exchange, there it is. Happiness is priceless. So my only assumption, if it's an S rank arc, based on the fact that most of the collectible S rank arcs should be available here, you might need to get it from Serenity. But I'm not 100% sure. Hathor. Oh, King in Yellow. I do like King in Yellow. Though, that was not what this is based on, funnily enough. The best way to fix something is turn off and on. That is true. It's S rank, I see it, but there's no tutorials to get it. Well, yeah, I'm not really sure what, it is. And sup, we evil few. What HR are you? My hunter level is 32, almost 33. There's 2 arcs that I don't have there. Yeah, I'm only missing the happiness one and then the serenity one for the S ranks, at least for the event ones. What's the best way to get Analyth? So grind events, get like level up different activities. For example, these hobbies, yes, they give you fawns, but most of them have some kind of built-in way to get a bunch of Analyth as well, either by leveling your Sea Angler level, completing 3-star versions of the activities in owner selection. I believe there's some, yeah, there's a bunch for Pink Paws heist, all kinds of stuff. Thank you for the follow, Ander. Can you show your stats? How do I do that? Okora. Focus hit me with a ... What happened? Oh, maybe it wasn't towards me.
Woo! As free as the wind!
Level 31. And then, hi Zill, welcome in. Heroes stats. Oh, like my character stats? They're nothing crazy. So, here's Nonally. Here's Cheese.
Another new day.
Here's Zero. And here's Haniel.
Upon the name of Haniel. Wanna hang out?
Oh yeah, level 99, tried the bug on mobile. It's not patched. Just so y'all know, it's not patched. They haven't released a patch since I made the video. It can't be patched. I've had people telling me they've been doing it every couple hours. I got a comment of it this morning. I will leave a comment on that video myself if it is patched. From what I can tell, on mobile, it's actually easier. You don't have to do the inventory at all. The inventory stuff. And thank you for the follow, Katsuan. So, patch for what? There's a bug with one of the enemies in this game, that you can, like, freeze time and basically Zawaruto it, like... It's kind of goofy. In your opinion, what do you think is the best arc for Zero? Day Off. But I might be biased. So you need to hold the non-Elise attack, and then on mobile you open the phone as you do that, and then I think you just open and close the camera. But I'm not 100% sure. Is the game fun? I think it's fun. Better not use it. Better not use Day Off. Oh yeah, I mean, I've been told that using... It's kind of this weird mixed thing. I'll just let y'all know. I've been told a lot of weird mixed information. Because, I'll be real, the boss is not a terribly difficult boss. It's just very boring. At least in my opinion. Keep in mind, I'm someone who's played through the Dark Souls games, the Elden Ring, like all those games. So from my perspective, bosses that are designed like that, the way you beat them is dodge, hit once, and then patiently wait to dodge and hit again. That's literally the best way to beat a boss like that, and it's just boring. So it might take a few attempts, but it is not a terribly difficult thing to do. So I was like, okay, cool. I saw someone do this weird little bug thing, and I was like, all right, that's sick. I'm going to share that. And then I got bombarded by people telling me that that's getting people banned. And then I looked into it, and there's not been a single person who's been reportedly banned for using it. So, I don't know. Like, legitimately, the only bans I've seen gone out have been people using third-party applications to, like, dupe stuff and all of that. Chapter 4 is the last main quest, so... I haven't seen anybody get banned from it. Yeah, neither have I. I've seen people threatening other people, which is kind of funny. I assume it's people who spent a lot of time on it, probably, and they're probably just annoying. Like, who knows? Or maybe they have this weird pride thing with it, which, I'm gonna be real, for all intents and purposes, this is a single-player game until you get to, like, pulls and stuff. If people were, like, duplicating fons or something, I'd understand, because that's, like, a major progression thing. But the arc you get from the Justice Executioner isn't even good. Like, I don't know, I don't have any characters that it would be good for. So, and thank you for the follow, Cassandra. You as well, Sil. I've seen people sent to the home screen when they attempted though. Yeah, I mean, like, my stance on it is very simple. Aren't new arcs coming out? Most likely. Whenever we get a new character. I'm lucky. I have 4 S-rank characters while being on Hunter level 16. Nice. Actually, there's a bug for that in the heist. That's very wild. I mean, it's a heist, but yeah. This game's so peak. I have 3 S-rank characters. Nice. What was I about to say? Oh yes, my stance on this kind of stuff is very simple. If it's not something that's going to completely break the balance of the game, then they will lose if they start punishing people for it. For one, thousands of people have already done it. I'll just put it out there. Before I covered it, hundreds of thousands of people had already done it. So if they start banning people for it, that's going to look really, really bad. It doesn't help that they've already been in a controversy within the last week. So their best bet is probably to just,
Smells amazing.
just fix it. Just fix the problem. The closest I think they could ever do to punishing people for it is just resetting the achievement for people. In which case, all right, I'll sit and do the thing for like 5 or 10 minutes. I don't care. It's not a difficult fight. It's just a long time, and I'm a lazy bastard. So, heist multiplayer would be much better if every player could collect the rewards. Can not every player collect the rewards? You know the best way to get fons? Depends. I have a couple of guide videos on my Red app that will show you how to get like 150,000, and then 500,000 fons if you're just starting out. If you're not just starting out, then my best recommendation would be to instead do the heist at City Tycoon level 10. which is, you know, it's unlocked from hitting level 10 of it. If you're not level 10 yet and you don't have the things I just mentioned, racing's the best way. Because racing, you can get up to 15,000 extra fons each activity, depending on how you're doing and what you have. Because if you have like an expensive car because you like the cars in this game, you will be very likely to easily get that. So, any help? I'm level 27. I already did everything like side quests and main quests, but it's lots hard to increase level. Main way you're going to be increasing level. As a level 32 free to play, the exploration guide is huge. Do this. It gives a ton of fons and XP. Another huge one is to collect Oracle Stones and go to the Witch's house. That's another big chunk of XP. I don't know if you already did everything at level 27. If you mean side quests like the spin-offs, then that's one thing. But there's a ton of these blue side quests everywhere. There's also even more unmarked side quests that also give you shit. So there's a lot. I might not write them a lot because I'm trying to make an animation for Hawthorne while I'm having trouble drawing her low-key. Fair enough. I hope it goes well. Dude, I already maxed this. Give me some else. Broski, I don't know what progress you have. I'm just telling you, I'm talking to someone that is different from you, who is level 27 and very much has definitely not done all of that. Yes. Also manage the cafe well, a few daily funds. Absolutely, by the way. The cafe, keep this thing stocked. Keep it all, whatever you gotta do. Just keep it going, because it gives you a lot. If you get some abilities in here, which I leveled each of them up to at least level 2 or 3, depending on the character. Some of these that only increase traffic, I didn't do much. But, a lot of these that give like the extra dish prices, I leveled them up to at least level 3 so that I would get extra dish pricing on it. And now I'm at like 1,500 fons an hour, which is very, very significant. Good morning. How's the dailies? The dailies are good. I want more. I don't know how to give you more. I don't know.
What's that smell?
Just log in every day, gamer.
Amazing.
Let's see. When I was on about the marching down time arc, it's like max damage is 5, 7. You can see an index arc. Let me see. Index. Arc. So let me try and figure out where marching beyond time is from. Because, so the fluff ones for one are disconnected. Oh, wait. Am I? No, I don't think that's right. I thought it might have been a one that you buy, but I don't think it is. At least not if I'm remembering right. I can look into it later and post a guide for it, if I can figure it out. That should be helpful. How to get gold console? Ascension level 3, but I don't recommend doing it then. I recommend waiting until you're Ascension level 4 so that it's more common. And then doing the rabbit hole on Anomaly Zone. Bro, I don't understand how the console works. I have a video that goes over the more specific stuff with the console, but TLDR is it's basically freestyle loot. Or sorry, freestyle gear. All you need is one item from the set piece here, and then these, I mean, for one, you can just click auto equip and it will usually do it better than you can. Just gonna put that out there. But if you're trying to do it manually, you just need to fit it like Tetris into whatever shape it's got for you. So, thanks. It will probably be tough to get it since there are absolutely no tutorials out anymore. I'll probably figure it out. It's fine. Here, I'll put it in my notes for you specifically so that I can remember. All right, it is entered the notes. Thank you for following, Angel. Okay, so which one should I be? Oh gosh, there's so many of you. Just start playing Wua. Wua's fun. Wua for me is fun, but it's like almost too much, where I got overwhelmed, and thank you for the follow, Yui. But I got overwhelmed trying to play Wua because there's so much story and event content that I like slowly chip at it. I get off, stop playing it for like a month, get back on, play through a chunk of it, and then just keep doing that. But every time I do it, there's more and more. So, it's, you know, it is what it is. Trying to play Woo is like trying to drive a plane. Well, I imagine that's terribly difficult because you can't drive a plane, you can fly a plane. Welcome in, Tektura. Do we need golden carrot to rewind the golden one? Yes, you need golden Kuroda. I remember when Woo came out. I didn't play it when it came out. If I did play Woo when it came out, I'd probably been able to handle it better. But I played it like a year in, I think, almost, which made it really, really difficult to already catch up because I don't have a ton of time to like just sit and play straight through the game. So I legitimately just like, all right, I'm just gonna try and do what I can, and I did. This looks mid. Well, maybe you look mid. All right, maybe you do. Have you thought about that? You're watching me run around and doing nothing. Oh yeah, speaking of which, I need to go somewhere. Where do I need to go? Woo was decent when it came out. I was sort of bored of the Genshin type feel, so I quit it. Now it's like its own thing completely. I do know they put a lot more into quests and stuff. And yo, Floppas. Or Floppas? Maybe it's Floppas. Yeah, it's probably that. I'm trying to think.
Do you want to hang out?
Okay, I'm not doing that.
As long as I'm watching your back, you won't have to worry about a thing.
I'm gonna do some anomaly hunt stuff. Why not? Thought it was GTA for a moment, like 0.2 seconds. That's fair. Oh yeah, Wua is really, really story dense, which I like. It's possible to get the multiple of the same arcs, isn't it? Yeah, it is. I don't know if it's like a weekly lockout or if it's just a % chance every time you spend energy, but...
Let me divide by 0.
Your short is helpful too? Good to know. I am glad that my shorts are helpful for some reason. Alright, these guys are loud. And I'm stuck.
Please, trust me! Thank you for choosing Pink Posting! Scaling in!
And I fucked myself.
Hero to the rescue!
Now I just walk around and I completely ignore everything that's going on. Oh jeez, okay.
Trust me. Walk the timing.
This fight is actually probably, maybe it's my opinion, but I feel like this fight is one of, if not the coolest, amongst the ones that are like actual combat events in the anomaly hunts, if that makes sense.
I will see. Let's finish this.
It's annoying to an extent, but I do really like the fight.
Need some help? I'll do it pro bono this time.
Everyone, follow my command!
Were you able to get the same arcs twice? Yes. Cheese with a Madoka Master skin would actually be
Plane
fun.
number 018888 at your service!
Favors are the hardest debts to repay.
Look at her. Look at her. I've seen this happen before. Every time they show up and they get locked in certain animations, they just float off for some reason. It's great. I don't know why they do that. It is what it is, I guess. Oh, that was Michael Jackson. It was. Let me see. Do you know how to build Daffodil? I don't. I don't even have her.
Let me take over.
Hathor helped me defeat the whale once, and she also slid off. It's so good. I don't know why they do that. Did you use your standard picks? No. So I actually still have... where is it? Well, it hit level 33. No fons, which is unfortunate, but I'm sure I'll want more of those golden beetle coins anyway later. Hello, are you getting Hotri? Yes. I tried doing the bike boss battle at the beginning of the game. I broke his shield and got him to 20% health, and then used another shield and cooked me. That's unfortunate. But yes, I've not used my standard picks. Thank you for the follow, Echoes. Where is this? There it is. It's the Scarborough Fair. So I've got this 50 one. I've not used it. And then obviously there's the one that everyone should have as soon as you get... Well, sorry. It's not as soon as you get into the game because they like mail them out periodically. But it's this one. It's the S-Class standard character selection box. I don't know if I should hold them, but crazy lucky this game keeps 70 plus pitying me. It'd be like that. And then it's apparently I have one of these that I can update somehow. Oh, it's for spending character pixels. Okay, gotcha. Oh, why not? Wait, do we get the second one yet? What second one?
Hey, Princess.
Oh, hello.
Coco,
Why are you both
keep it
right there
going.
fusing into each other, weirdos? Over here. Level that up. There we go. Okay. So let's do some fair stuff. Let's do the single pulls for the standard banner that I've got. Just for funsies, whatever. I don't imagine I'm going to get anything from this, but it's there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, that's actually kind of exactly what I thought. Nice. Thanks for the follow, AG Lab. I don't have Fadia, unfortunately. I have too many Fadias, funnily enough. I legitimately have too many Fadias. Not really. You can never have too many Fadias, but I have 2 Fadias. Could I have had more than one and been fine with it? Yes, but I don't have any of the other stuff. Can you still get the drops watching from your phone on the purple app? Yes. If I remember correctly, as long as you're logged in, it doesn't matter. I've gotten them from mobile. Does pity roll over between banners? Yes, it does. I can guess the best team with Hotari is Nanali, Sakiri, and Daffodil or Hathor. I'm not sure about the Daffodil or Hathor. But I definitely with Nanali. And probably Sakiri, because Sakiri is so good with Nanali. But I'm not 100% sure. Not Sakiri, it's Edgar. It's absolutely not Edgar. It's sorry, it's not Edgar. Edgar isn't bad, but Sakiri is like super hyper specialized to be good with Nanali. It's because element. I mean, to an extent, it depends. If you're trying, it depends on what you're going for. Element and passive. Like, here's the thing. Maybe in a hyper-specific setup, I could see that, the passives with charge being useful. But for the most part, Sakiri is going to do better. Because just getting like tons of ults is not all there is to it. Yeah, Sakiri uses her ult to boost the whole team's attack. So in most cases, like, she's going to be very, very good. So haven't really wailed. Oh yeah, I'm just so people know for like some level of context, I've got hella progress on my account.
Another new day.
I'm completely free to play, but I did get
As long as
lucky
I'm watching
pulling
your back,
for Nautilus.
you won't have to
I
worry
got
about
her
a
I got her in
thing.
my first 10 pull, which is insanely lucky. So do we know what Blackbird's abilities are? You want to? Or is this just an assumption based on vibes? This game is a better gacha system than Greedy Ho-Yo. You're not wrong, but look, it is what it is. It is what it is. Oh yes, it's prayer time. Time to go to Fortune Shades. Which girl? I mean golden hair girl, not the bird one. What? Who's the golden hair witch girl? Sticks, what's your opinion on people trying to save a lot before the characters are even announced? I mean, I don't know, do whatever you want. I don't know. I don't really have any issues with people trying to save before a character's announced, because it's like, well, if you really want a character and you think they're gonna get announced, and you really want to save for them, I'm not gonna tell you not to.
What's that smell?
Not good with
Smells
names.
amazing.
Girl with the guns. Oh.
Wanna join the
Ji-Yeon?
amazing Kaluchis?
She is not a witch. What? And also her hair isn't gold. I just don't get the point of hyper saving when they'll most likely add a grindable way of getting them on release. Well, it's blonde, no? But it's not like golden blonde. Did I read what you said? Here, let me look. With golden hair. You said golden hair. That's not golden. It's like a pale blonde. It's like platinum. It's or like a grayish blonde. It's not gold. I was sitting here like, who has golden hair? I saw your Ghost Riders video. Love to see it. By the way, I have 70 pulls, only left 20 to get Hotori. Okay, cool. 1.1 update. New units are Lacrimosa and Chaos. I mean, they've announced that already. Yeah. They announced, by the way, maybe it's because like they already put so much out on like the Chinese servers or something, like or like on Bilibili, but they've announced a lot of upcoming characters. I wasn't expecting that. Usually they're a bit more secretive about it. These companies. They're not like, hey, we're gonna tell you the whole roster that's out for the next 3 months. It's like, okay, cool. I need Hotori so bad you don't even understand, brother. I understand.
Freeze the wind.
I refer to blonde as gold. My bad, G. All good. I'm mostly just messing with you. I don't think we're the horns from the Chaos team. I feel like I know who you're talking about, but I don't remember their name. Oh yes. By the way, gamers, just so you know, where is it? You can find a little girl running around here. Somewhere. There she is. You can go up to her. Get a prayer plaque. Keep in mind, this is like a weekly stock thing. But it doesn't really matter because you only need one a day anyway. And then you can walk up to this tree and pray. Oh, wait. I might be waiting for a specific reset. Or is it weekly? I don't remember.
What's that smell?
I thought it was daily.
Smells amazing.
Just kind of DM you. You can just say it in the chat, and I can try to help you.
Freeze the wind.
Blitz. I think your name is Blitz. The font is very difficult to read. Only at night? Oh, you have to wait till night. Okay. That must be crazy coincidence then, if every time I've done it has been at night. Sticks. All the people saying they're upset with this game, is it just talk? When you say just talk, it's hard to understand exactly what you mean. Like, are they upset with the game? Yes. Are some of their criticisms valid? Yes. There are also instances where people will voice things that are, for example, they've misunderstood, or
What's that smell?
they will see information that is misinformation online, and then they'll use that to base their opinion on it. It's a free-to-play game. At the end of the day, if you're curious about the game, I recommend just playing it for an hour or two, or 30 minutes, or whatever time you're willing to allocate to testing a thing out, and then just see if you like it personally. If you don't like it, then don't continue the game. You lose nothing. It costs you nothing. And if you do like it, boom, you now have a free-to-play game that you can play. I used to key for my Scorch comp. I don't even have a Scorch comp. I don't have a Chaos unit. I need to DM you. I don't do anything DM related. I'll say that. If you really have an issue that in the game that you want to request help on, you can join my Discord and put it in there, the public Discord. But I don't do DMs with anyone. Welcome in, not only plus ultra. I'm playing it now. I've never seen the AI stuff. That is so upsetting, so I like it. So the AI stuff is being removed. It was used as a placeholder because it's not considered a huge problem in the East. It's not something they really care too much about. I think that in general, AI is generally bad, but I understand that they don't understand why people in Western audiences would dislike it to such an extent, and as such, they've taken action to start removing it when they got backlash. So I personally don't see a long-standing problem with the company or the game as long as they don't go back on that decision, if that makes sense. Now, the bigger problem for me was their marketing department lied to certain creators and basically was dishonest about whether the game had AI in it or not. None of the actual creative content in the game, like the story, the characters, etc., had AI, but some posters did. And so it was present in the game.
Smells amazing.
So lying about that to creators was a really bad move. And I imagine the people in the marketing department who were being like sly about it and stuff, and not telling these creators properly, have probably been removed from the company or demoted in some way. Because that kind of stuff, lying during that stuff, can actually be contractually a really, really, really bad thing. That can be a huge liability for these companies. So I don't imagine that went well for them. Oh, thank you for the follow. Strelitzia? Welcome in. True, I don't really care much about AI putting on it. Well, so the thing is I think it's more of like, so when you think of like, I know it's pretty easy to be like, okay, I don't really care about AI being on posters, right? Or being on like background assets or something like that. So like, why are people having such a problem with it? I think it's easy to look at it that way and isolate it, but I think it's more of the slippery slope idea where it's like people's concern come from, for one, a human could have done it and it would have looked more quality and it wouldn't have felt cheap, because that's the thing with AI from a consumer standpoint, is that it feels cheap to look at. And so it makes someone feel like the game they're playing isn't valuable because it's being made with AI. But that aside, it's also the element that if they're going to lie about AI being in a game, when it's a little bit of AI, how much are they going to potentially lie when it's a lot of AI? And then it creates distrust, and that's the main problem, right? Is people don't know whether they can trust the game for that reason. It's that kind of idea.
Better hide it.
So, attacking the game won't do anything. Attacking companies distributing. I mean, attacking the games will do something. So here's the thing. The way that products work, period, is if people buy product, they keep making the product that way or at slightly worse quality until people stop buying the product. That's just how marketing works. That's how businesses work. That's how they're encouraged to work. So if you want to tell a company something's not okay, you tell them, hey, if you keep doing this, I will stop spending money on your product. And that is how they stop. And you do that by getting people to stop engaging with the product, in this case, the game. They made a huge deal of it online. People stopped purchasing, engaging with, supporting, and allowing the game to sponsor them. And then boom, things were promptly changed very, very quickly once that started to happen. Because that's the proper way you can do that. Why not try using fan art? I think that's what they're doing. I think that's what they voiced that they plan to do. I'm glad they openly said over time they're going to replace it. Yeah, I'm glad that they outright said they're going to replace it. I'm glad that they outright admonished the marketing team as well, because the marketing team was being dishonest, and that's a really bad behavior to show. And I think it's even worse. If I remember correctly, that kind of behavior is taken even worse in the East, no? I might be misremembering, but like being dishonest about like, I think it is, yeah, like, so it's probably that's why they publicly admonished them. Because bringing shame and like worsening the reputation of the company you work for is like one of the worst things you could do. Thank you for the follow, you boy, please. At the end of the day, the game is like a week old, so it has time to clean up its act and do right. 100%, yeah. Speaking of cleaning things up, I need to figure out where I need to go. Okay, so there's a few bond missions I could do. Why not? But it's fine.
I know how hard it is to stop when you have to.
Did you know that an announcement's coming out this year, like quarter 3 or quarter 4? Do you plan to play? If it's free, why not? I'll play it. How to get bond levels fast. 2 ways. 3 ways. Lots of ways. Here. I'm gonna get off so I can show you. And then I'll teleport nearby when I'm done. So, there's a few ways to get your bond level up really quick. So I'm not gonna talk about like AI in general as a topic too much before I do this little thing to help you with your bond stuff. But the companies actually lose money. They make a lot of money and then invest it, and then it at the moment at least it's going nowhere. They're losing money. Just so you know, it's not very profitable at all right now, and it's you know, yeah, it's not going very well. So we'll see how that goes in the future. But that's something to keep in mind. Especially because from a public consumer perspective, most products made with it look very cheap. And they look very artificial to anyone who actually looks at advertisements like that to begin with. Like, most people immediately discount one that looks like that. It really only gets like people who are really inexperienced with technology, which is becoming even more of a minority as time goes on. What server are you using? America. The fact that you can't do wheelies on the bike suck. I hard agree with that, by the way. You should be able to do wheelies on the bikes to move faster like you can in GTA. Currently AI is pretty profitable. No, it's not. It's profitable for companies that can get away with using it, but it's not profitable for the companies developing it. Most places that are developing it and that are investing in it are losing money. Like on a grand scheme, they're losing money. It's extremely expensive. Like, even though profitable does not mean makes money. Profitable means makes more money than you spend on it. That's what profit is. So you have to take that into account. It can make a lot of money and not be profitable because it's absurdly expensive to develop and continue producing, which is exactly what's happening. It's extremely expensive to do any of that kind of stuff. But yeah, so we'll see if it gets refined in the future. improved. We'll see if there's laws applied to it, etc. But at least for now, that's my base thoughts on it. Like, you can make 250 million, but it doesn't matter if you spend, say, 300. Exactly. If you spend 300 million on something to get 250 million, it doesn't matter. If you made 250 million, you lost $50 million. Thanks for the follow, Rocky. Yeah, companies with the military. Once again, I'm not gonna get too deep into it because I'm not an expert or anything, but I do know that on the consumer level, the companies producing it are losing a lot of money. They consider it a potentially an investment. So, it'll depend. Either way, onto better and chiller things. Bond levels. If you want to raise your bond levels, there are ways. I went to this menu. First of all, I want a bond button in the character menu. Thank you. But the main one is gifts. I recommend either look it up or try to find which of these gifts is the best for the money. For example, Fadia, if you can get glimmering ice from a flower shop, then it gives you 400 bond, 400 affection. It's very cheap as well in comparison to that. For some characters, they don't have that kind of stuff available, and the most you can get is something like these flowers, where it's like, this is pretty cheap and gives 200. You just need to go through and see which ones that the character likes, and then get the appropriate item for them. Another thing you can do is cultivate a specific anomaly furniture, which is this cloud. It gives you fluffy cotton, which is a gift that acts as a 400 affection boost for everyone. Anyone, it doesn't matter. And the only way you get it is by increasing your comfort by a certain amount, I believe. And then you upgrade it by continuing to increase your comfort level. Any tips on how to make more fons? I just started playing. Go to the card link in my bio and go to my Red App channel. That has 2 long-form videos that go over ways to get 650,000 fons extremely easily with no prior investment needed. You don't need to have unlocked anything. You literally just need to be able to explore the map. That's all you need. I also have methods for farming fons inside of that as well. What's the best anime game? Haven't played any before. Is it worth playing this? If you want something that's closest to, it kind of depends on the story you want. If you want something that's very, very anime, and you're just like, all right, I want to send myself into the deep end, something like Neverness to Everness is probably a good one because it's very animated. It's very like lots of movement, wild facial expressions, etc. So there's that. I have 20 million fons. Is that good? It's probably a little bit decent. Yeah, it looks fun so far. Yeah, I would say if you want to go hard into it and go all in, then Neverness to Everness is a good option. If you want something that's a bit more gritty, maybe, but still has some fun in it, there's Wuthering Waves, which is a high-quality game amongst the free-to-play sort of like anime style, like gacha games. If you want one that is also like kind of similar but a bit less gritty, a bit more in the in-between, probably Arknight's Enfield for recent ones. For not recent ones, there's a lot. There are a lot of them. So every update they'll refine the game, just like Wu Enfield, etc. Yeah, I mean, a lot of these games have potential to be good. A lot of it matters more how they continue to work on the game rather than how the game is right now. Okay, there we go. Not gonna lie, NTE reminds me of CC in the sense of how expressive the characters are, which I love. Yeah, which is cool. Where do you post your guides? Everywhere. Well, everywhere I can. I post them on the Clock app, I post them on the Red app, and I post them on the photo app, camera app. The good Zuck. The Zuckerberg app. I don't know what to call that.
Do I need to grab
Ooh, it's good, but it's degen bait? What? How is it degen bait? What? Tower Fantasy. I've never played. So
This wind
I feel like I'm
stings.
getting like Mandela affected by Tower Fantasy because I've never heard of this game. I can't say the other word. Well, I imagine there's other ways to explain it. You should do a YT channel with guide. That's the red app. So if you go to the card link in my bio, you can see all of my channels there. And I do have that. I'm biggest there, actually, Ander. Funnily enough. But yeah, I don't know what the other word is. But yeah, I think, I mean, if I'm understanding what you're trying to imply right, then pretty much all games are that. I think you meant Reddit. Oh no. I don't think there's any issues with me talking about Reddit. People do it all the time. Fishing makes me sleepy, now I'm level 3. Lamau. Has Lacrimosa's kit leaked yet? Do we know anything? I don't know anything. I also don't trust leaks with these games, personally, just because, I don't know, a lot of companies like to bait the ever-loving shit out of leakers. Tower Fantasy isn't bad, but it's major gacha heavy in my opinion, but the world is stunning. That's my opinion though. I don't know, I feel like I got Mandela affected because I've never heard of it or anything, and then I played Enfield on stream, and suddenly one day someone was like, this game is worse than Tower of Fantasy. Tower of Fantasy has been going on for so long, and it's so good, and I was like, I don't know what this game is. Could you tell me? And they were like, no, it's just better than Enfield, and then they left, and I was like, okay, well, I don't know what to do now. They're just releasing more Girls with Physics instead of... Well, it's genuinely bait? What do you mean it's bait? Every gacha game ever does that. Newsflash, every character you see in a gacha game is released because they think they can sell it to you. If they're not gonna be able to sell it to you, they're not gonna make the character. Gacha, period, is bait. It's gambling bait. What song should I add to my Hathor animation? I'm trying to think. I don't really know. I don't know much about Hathor is the thing. Not talking about that type of bait, bud. Okay, yeah, here's the thing though. You're not elaborating very well if you're trying to talk about something more specific. But the type of bait doesn't matter at the end of the day. You can like be on like a high horse about it and be like, all right, I'm too good for this bait, or I'm not good enough for this bait, or whatever. But at the end of the day, welcome to video games. Where it's like, oh, let's see, what can we sell to you? And it's like, oh yeah, cool. Tower Fantasy had its, wait, let me see. Well, thanks for telling me what the world is, how to explain NTE, anime GTA, that's all that you need to know. Yes, it's anime GTA. Or I called NTE Gacha GTA, and then Ananta, because it doesn't have a character gacha, I call that anime GTA. But, favorite game of all time and character from NTE? My favorite character from NTE so far, I will say, Lacrimosa is adorable. Like, massive daughter energy. It's really tough though, because I like Baisong a lot. Here, I'll use visual aids. I like Baisong a lot because
I don't do vague requests.
he's like,
Back to work again.
I don't know.
Fine.
From my perspective, he's like very not serious externally, but when you did a certain spin-off quest with him, which I won't spoil or anything, I just liked how he seemed to handle things internally, which I thought was really cool. Other characters I really like. Fadia, obviously, like she's sick.
Gaze is the child of love.
Her kit is actually really cool. She just doesn't work with any units that I have. So I can't really use her. But Fadia's kit, I like how she swings the cross around and beats the ever-loving shit out of things with it. It's super fun. Who's the strongest in the game, like lore-wise? No idea. I don't try scaling stuff. So I don't really worry too much about it. Baisong grew on me after the spin-off quest? Absolutely, yeah. Let me see. Wu is good. They just really are full. They need to get more girls with Scar. So let me understand this right, Imatsu. The reason you are saying that it's degen bait is because they haven't released the character you want. Because they've released characters that other people want. Because at least from my perspective, as someone who doesn't play the game a lot and just sees people talking about it, the characters released on WUWA are really, really, like, popularly wanted characters. At least from my perspective. I have not seen any characters talked about online that are like, oh, this character doesn't belong in the game, or this character shouldn't have been released before this one. I have seen people asking for Scar. Scar's been wanted since the beginning? Well, yeah, sure. But I imagine, maybe it's just my understanding, but usually they wait until characters have reached a certain point, and they also wait for a certain amount of public opinion. So, I don't imagine they're not going to release Scar. They're probably just waiting for a bit. I don't think Scar's ever going to be playable. I think it might be playable. They made Frolova playable. Though then again, Frolova's a bit more, I guess, sympathetic. I won't be too specific on that, but when is the NTE coming out, have they said? I don't think they've given a direct date. I think most people are just assuming quarter 3 or 4. The music quest with the blonde kids is also a favorite. I agree. Wait, what? Blonde Kita? With Akane. When you said blonde kids, I was like, wait, what? What blonde kids? But yes, Akane. Yeah, I didn't realize Hanyo was old enough to drink, by the way. I don't know if maybe it's a... No, because they specifically mentioned age with it. But yeah, I didn't realize that at all. I thought Hanyo was like a teenager. I was like, what? Huh? It confused the shit out of me when I did that quest. Hanyo can drink. I mean, she goes into the bar and asks for free drinks. Like, they didn't specify that she doesn't have alcohol, so I assume that she just goes there to drink. I was like, what? Huh? Isn't Lacrimosa also a fan favorite? In this game, yeah. Welcome, ID many numbers. I'm not reading the numbers out, but hey, welcome in. I'm excited for Hotori to come out. The Pokemon reference had me dying. It was great. Should I pull Natalie? If you think she's fun, why not? Also, let's see what the child wants, because she's sitting here in front of the ice cream machine.
Sakiri.
I thought Hanyo was 13. Oh, she definitely isn't 13. I thought she was like a high schooler.
It's you. Nothing much, just looking around.
You don't know Kita from Bochi is the same?
Wanna get some ice cream?
I actually don't know the Kita very much, or Bochi.
It's not like I can hide it from you anyway. Ooh, there are so many ice cream flavors I want to try. I don't know which one to get.
You're not gonna bully me,
How
right,
about
kid?
trying one flavor today and another one tomorrow?
But what if tomorrow comes and I want to eat today's flavor again?
If you put it that way, I guess we'd have to try every flavor today.
But after I got sick from eating too much last time, Tori made a rule that I can only have one ice cream a day.
One ice cream.
Ooh, I've got it. One ice cream. But she never said how big that one had to be.
Huh?
Fucking stickering is killing me.
This flavor. Oh, and this flavor too. All of them. I'm such a genius.
Sakiri's a boy. Sakiri's a girl.
Let's buy another.
She was talking about Hotori, and that was a localization issue, I think. I think they just did the subtitles wrong. Because she was talking about Hotori, who he definitely knows. Oh, the whole music quest. Oh, Bochi the Rock. Yeah. So that's an interesting one. I know about that anime, and I've intended to watch it, but I just haven't.
Let me take over.
Let me see. They both are grown man, by the way. I don't know what you mean. Sakiri's so goofy. She is, yeah. With Hanyo and some of the other characters, I think there's a quest where she fakes her age. Like, she tries to appear younger than she is, or she tries to appear older than she is. Maybe she got, like, a fake ID or something, and that's how she drinks. As someone who has 80 red dice and someone's Hotori, and is considering pulling Natalie for Hotori. So here's the thing. You could definitely go for it, and you can also, this game, the pity carries over. So let's say you really want a character, but you don't know if you want a hard commit. You can just pull, like, 30 pulls or something, and be like, okay, if I get the character in 30 pulls, then I get the character. And then if I don't, you can just not keep pulling. She tries to appear older than she is. Maybe that's how it works then. Speaking of Butch's story, I want Akane written in the game. I think Akane is a character that they're definitely going to add because they put her on a survey to, like, for future characters, and people voted the fuck out of her. Like, people really like her. Pretty much anyone who played the spin-off quest really likes her. And I understand why. She's really cool. Her design is really cool. Her personality is fun. And all that stuff. How do I develop my characters to level 50? You need to hit appraisal level 3, which is hunter level 30. We'll collab with Cyberpunk. What do you hope for NTE to collab with in the future? Grand Theft Auto 6. GTA 6. I want a GTA 6 and NTE collab. That sounds like the goofiest shit ever. NTE trip to Miami. That'd be so good. As a Florida resident, that would be perfect. Where was I going? Someone else has a mission here, Tanya. Raging Flames Arc has the most damage, doesn't it? Not for Nonali. For Nonali, it's the whale. Raging Flames on Nonali actually is kind of bad.
You won't have to worry about a thing.
Oh, I can't. Well, either way. The Raging Flames arc, I believe, is built for Lakshana characters. So on Hathor, Raging Flames is best. I don't know. I don't have context for what you're asking about because you probably sent something a while ago. Well, not a while ago. Oh, okay, yeah. Excited to see the abilities that are to come while finally started. You live on other platforms? Yes. I'm live on many other platforms. Okay, where's Haniel? Yeah. Oh, look at this fucking horror. This is horrific. Hello, Haniel. Now I'm trying to get Gion, and somehow I've almost gotten every S character to awaken them. So I'm paranoid. When I tell you guys I'm paranoid, I mean it. I'm scared to use the S rank selector boxes until I get at least 2 or 3 of these characters. Because I have a horrible feeling that the second I use one of them, I'm gonna pull on the standard banner and just immediately get that character again. I'm gonna be like, this sucks. What is this? Is Hathor the boss of Stereo Express? No, I think it's Gion. I think Hathor's just one of the people working there. I have like 4 of them and I still won't use it. Well, if you have 4 of them, you just pull whoever you want and have everyone. And then you'd have 1 left over. Then again, though, there is, for this girl, Gion, I think she has a thing, right? People really want her to be, like, level 1 or something? To have, like, Awakening 1? I'm not sure. What characters do you have so far? I have 2 copies of Fadia and Nonali. And 1 of Nonali. A1 for healing, gotcha. Why not upgrade? Because I don't want to. Yes, let's see. Haniel.
Come quick.
I really like Hanya's personality, by the way. I know she annoys some people.
Before you stands a sacred gacha machine.
Sacred.
But I like how much of a nerd she is.
Gacha machine.
That's right. It's already eaten up my entire month's salary, but I still haven't gotten what I want.
She gives extremely powerful younger sibling energy.
You really want me to do this?
I believe in you. Let's do this.
It's just a little too relatable.
This is my last fons appraiser.
This
Is by selling a
feels
DPS?
like
Yes.
huge responsibility. Got it.
Gion A1
Leave it to me.
Hotori Nonali. Okay, gotcha. That's how we all feel.
So nervous.
You're starting to make me nervous too.
Take it easy, appraiser. Take a deep breath. That's right. Now insert the fons. Turn the dial gently. Ouch!
Haniel, are you okay?
I want to say, It's very funny, especially when does girl shut up? You shut up. What do you call it? I find it really interesting how when Hanyul is so animated, it really makes it stand out how, I don't know if plain-faced or like deadpan the MC is, Zero is, in this game. Because you have Hanyul over here freaking out, making all kinds of facial expressions, and then it pans to Zero, and it's just a little bit of sweat, and other than that, completely deadpan face.
I'm okay. Quick, let me see our draw.
At jail, rip. Damn.
Haniel,
Are you searching for an analysis and says high damage? Was it bad to use it on her, isn't it? Yes, it is, because it's made for Lakshana characters. So you want to use the one you get from the whale. Hi, I play Neverness too. I love the game. It's a fun game. I just realized that I have the Beat King arc. Who do I give it to? I think you give it to Hanyul. I think it's her best in slot. Which chapter is this? This is a Bond quest. You just find them around the map. You can do it at any time, I believe. I picked, girl, am I gonna miss out anything? If you mean like you picked out the Zero as like a woman, you don't miss out on anything. There's even a side quest you can do that will let you change at will. You just have to go back there whenever. I'm free. All right, cool. I continue.
Thank you so much. Share some of that good luck with me too. Maybe next time I pull, I won't have to hit pity.
sure.
This is
I'll
fucking
share
all
some
of
luck
us.
with you.
This is everyone. Maybe next time I pull, I won't have to hit pity.
To thank you for sharing your good luck with me, I'll treat you to Midoriya next time.
I shall not hold back then.
Such a fucking nerd. She's great. Where is the next one? Because I saw someone else. Who else did I see though? Yeah, now I see someone else. Oh, there, it's our boy. I saw him.
Do I need to grab your way?
I think Song is my favorite personality so far. I really like him. He's cool. I like that he's not a very simple character. Some characters I like how simple they are. Some characters I like how not simple they are.
This wind.
There's a lot to like about the characters in this game. Okay, let's just wrong way. Wait, did I go the wrong way? Oh no, this works.
You are staring into the void.
I love how animated some of the characters are, especially Mint. I like it as well. We need more male game characters with care. We have a lot of male characters coming compared to most games, I believe. I think they've already announced 2 limited male characters. There's Chaos, and then there's one whose name I don't know. The one whose name I don't know, though, he looks fucking sick. I don't think I've ever seen a better looking male character in my entire life in a gacha game. It's EXE, yeah, him. I'm getting him immediately. I saw art of him, and I was like, oh, like, this guy's actually fucking goated. Chaos looks really cool, too, though. I find it really funny, though, that Chaos is not the Chaos element. What region are you playing? America? EXE is my favorite right now. He has a metal floating hand that floats around. Yeah, I saw that, yeah. The floating thing was cool. Is NTE actually fun? I think it is. So it's been a while. D2 actually kind of just died. I mean, it's a kind of also my dumbass. Oh, hi. Oh, what's up, guys? I need to look for a mailbox.
What's that smell?
There it is.
Smells amazing.
I did save my polls, and also better male model than Wu, I would say. So D2, yeah, D2's in a very rough spot. I don't look. When new stuff comes out, I'll still play it, but we'll see how the game turns out.
I will divide by 0.
I'll pull a Hokuri and save up for EXE most likely. Makes sense. I want to pull Hothri and Lacrimosa, but I know I'm playing fire. Technically, I have enough pulls where I will be able to guarantee both, though. What do you mean, rough spot? Destiny 2 is in a rough spot. It's another game that I play. It's in a very rough spot.
Freeze the wind!
How do I unlock Chapter 5? You don't. Oh, network unstable? Oh, that was a game issue, because my network outside of the game is fine.
Staring into the void.
Huh. Divers 2 is the same. Well, Helldivers isn't gonna last forever. That's a game that's like, you know, yeah. What's your opinion on the game so far? Is it good to play in the long run? I don't know. Bro, what you Regent you're playing? I don't know what you mean. Blackbird's design is so good, it is. Alright, by song. Let's wake his ass up, lazy motherfucker. How do you get characters in the back of the motorcycle? I'll show you in a second.
He's actually sleeping here. Looks pretty comfortable. Should I wake him up?
Nah.
I'll just pretend I didn't see anything.
Leaving already?
I knew it.
Oh, so you were already awake.
Up until just now, I was probably half asleep, half awake.
Looks like I disturbed your dream.
Or perhaps you
Smack
saved
up on
me
my
from a
head.
nightmare.
Then I'll try to save you earlier next time.
I'll send you an SOS for my dreams. Though, if only you really had come earlier.
Because the nightmare was scary?
Because I originally came here to watch the sunset. But before the sun even set, this warm breeze made me drowsy. Next thing I knew, I opened my eyes to nothing but stars filling the sky.
That's a bit too comfortable.
When there's nothing to stress about, you should live a little more relaxed. Since you're already here, want to take a walk together? The stars are really bright tonight.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
I will see through the Nexus.
Oh yeah. To get characters in the back of your motorcycle, go to your city tycoon. Go to garage. It only works on the cheap bike. It doesn't work on the expensive bike. The expensive bike is a one-seater, but you can up here select passengers. And some characters are okay with being on a bike, some characters aren't. For example, if you notice, I've got these 5. But if you go to the car, more characters are okay with being in your car than are okay with being on your bike. Like Alder is not gonna let you bring him on the bike. Cheese also won't let you bring her on the bike. But most of these characters will. So I chose Fadia because she has the most like reactions, I guess. She talks the most out of all the characters that you can put on your bike. Nice. Fadia's the whole queen. Fadia's great. That's cool. Thanks for showing me that. You're very welcome. Hi, Raphael. I low-key am not a shipping type of guy, but for some reason him and female MC is just tough. I think that makes sense. I haven't really thought too much about that because the game's really new, so I don't really know a ton about the characters yet. I also don't really, personally, I kind of just am like, hey, all of them are cool. Good eve, good eve. I don't know what weapons are good because they do a lot of damage. So there's a lot of different things. I mean, what's better for Zero Reality Refuge or the Rain That Shook the World? I think Rain That Shook the World is their signature. I personally use Day Off for Zero.
I never expected to see such a beautiful view today. The heavens really are smiling down on us. I feel like whenever I'm with you, all sorts of good things happen. How about considering a career change and joining ETD4 as our lucky charm?
Being a lucky charm, though, I'll pass on that. Speaking of them,
Andrew, depends on
maybe
what
I
you
can
want.
tell them about this nice spot sometime, and we can have a
0
picnic
isn't
here.
always for only damage.
Well, I was
So
planning
there's other
to tell
factors.
them about it later.
Are you afraid they'll track you down and drag you back to work?
What's happening? I'm doing a quest. Fair enough, yes.
Yeah, let's go with that.
So I'm not. Look, it's a vibe.
Next time we get the chance,
This is,
let's
pretty
come back
romantic,
here
right,
again.
guys?
Come watch the sunset together, or sunrise, or we could pick a weekday afternoon and sunbathe in the flower fields. That sounds nice too.
Wouldn't that be skipping work
See you
for
later.
you?
See you later, ID.
Just don't tell Skia and the others, okay? Otherwise, our secret hideout will be under surveillance by workaholics.
So, I'm an accomplice now.
And there we go. That's our 3 bond quests or whatever for the day. I'm not wrong with dude, I'm telling you. Ooh, fun new Umbral for Arknights? Yes, I have a video that I'll put up on it, but MC would go well here. What do you mean? Just 2 bros having a romantic hideaway. Why wouldn't male 0 fit in? Seems like a perfect setup to me. Hold hands, look at the stars, sit in a tent. Sounds like a night. I need to find a what is the next side quest I want to do though? Actually, wait, there's only a couple now. Unless I'm blind. Which of these gives me more stuff? Neither of them. Why not? Let's go to a convenience store. Other stuff out. Just bromance, yeah, bromance. Alright, let's start another quest. Another side quest.
Please, trust me.
Let's rob some anomalies first. What do I do with you? Alright, Percy.
Time for child's play. Made it in time.
What should happen? She teleported. You son of a blossom motherfucker. Alright, it's fine. Out real. He has the most down to earth and great personality. I mean, I think a lot of the characters are really down to earth, personally. Do a heist? No. Y'all keep making me. Why do y'all like watching me do heists so much? Alright? I hit my max for the rewards like a week ago. I can't do anything. How does robbing anomalies even work? How do they even have money? By stealing it from people, obviously. I'm new though. Then watch. I have a video of me doing it, so you can watch that. It's like in big letters on the thumbnail. 200K fons heist or something. All right. Go find it. Then you can watch me run a heist. If I'm not mistaken, Enfield got 13 new characters coming, correct? Probably a lot, not gonna lie. Yeah. Thank you for follow, Lucky Roken. What would anomalies even do with money? They just keep throwing hands at people? They use it to get people to come to them to throw hands. How do you use cheese correctly? Like, what do you mean? First thing you do is you save your money. And you don't be like me. Because if you're like me and you don't save your money, you do less damage with her. Because her signature weapon,
Me?
legitimately,
I'm here.
makes you do more damage the more fawns you're holding. Straight up. So, like, how do you tune the skills? Personally, I just upgrade everything. She's a DPS, so I just go for everything because you'll use everything. So, yeah. Now you can use her as a double DPS with charge. Know how to use them. So when you ask how to use, oh, okay. So I'll explain it this way. Basic attacks with cheese against enemies will increase the amount of money you have in the bottom middle. I call it money. I don't know what the fuck it's actually supposed to be called. That number going higher makes you deal more damage, especially with your skill. There is a trial for her to try her out as well. There's a trial for cheese once you get her. And you can just go in there and practice. But the basic idea, basic attacks increase that number by a little bit. Your ult makes it go up a lot. So, you basic attack to do some damage before you do your stuff. Then you ult, and the ult isn't what does a ton of damage. The ult just makes you hella rich. And then once you're hella rich, you start using your skill. You want to have saved all 3 of your stacks of your skill before you use the ult. Use it, then use the 3 stacks of the skill, and you will actually do a huge chunk of damage. You will do a lot. It will be very, very damaging.
Trust me.
So think of the ult as a charge up for her skill, rather than it being the damage itself. Alright. Now that's somewhat sorted. Eric. About the fluffies at the store entrance. This can't go on. These big guys have been hanging around the store entrance, and now people are too scared to go in. Give some cotton fabric to fluffies? I want to give them cotton fabric too, but I'm too scared. Those big guys are just chasing and cornering a person who burned them. What? I'm too scared to give them cotton fabric? Had I known, I wouldn't have slacked off today. I would have cleaned the trash can earlier. What do trash cans have to do with that? Oh, the trash can has fluffies every day. Huh. Which house is worth buying? Just whatever you can afford. They all have something interesting. Let's choose this element again. Cosmos. What's the maximum? No idea. What's your cheese team? Nonally. Cheese. 0. Haniel. Wait, is this game finished? I mean, no. Like, the game is going to continuously get updates. Using her as a... Cheese works amazing. Yeah, Cheese, well, not a third DPS, but she works amazingly as a sub DPS. Or a dual DPS team, basically. And thank you for the follow, Yamatsu. Is House even worth buying? A lot of them are, yeah. They have unique effects that they'll give you. She does work good, just not in the main DPS area. Yeah, she works mostly as a second DPS on the team. Because Cheese, though, she's a very selfish DPS, is a thing. She'll be on a team, and she won't feel like a main DPS, but she will kind of be a main DPS, because she needs a lot of time dedicated to her to make her actually, like, strong and potent. Time during your, like, rotation stuff to build up her money and to deal with her debt. So buying an apartment doesn't increase your city energy. They're all worth it to buy, though, because they all have stuff in them that is useful. Thoughts on Hawthorne? It's cool. She's cool. I don't know what more to be on that. Have you tried stealing the dolls from the shop? Yes. I actually posted a short on that. Once you shoplift, if you get caught, you can just exit the game. Which is kind of funny. Also, dogs are going insane. Lately, the trash can... Yes, so first thing I do is clean it out. If I forget and the trash can catches fire, the fluffies turn to big lumps and burst out of the trash can like today. After beating up the person who burned them, they showed off their muscles to the trash can to scare people away from the store. Why would they grow out of trash cans? I suspect the trash can is an anomaly. Okay. Connect to a mysterious subspace and keep bringing fluffies here. Have you contacted the BAC? I've contacted them, but recently there have been too many everyday issues with the oddities, and the daily safety department is overwhelmed. We can only wait for our turn. The fluffies may not hurt anyone, but their presence alone isn't enough to scare off all the customers. I mean meta-wise. Well, I don't know. I don't have her. The only standard character I actively have is Fadia. So the only way I understand them in a meta sense is what I hear about them. From what I hear about Hathor, she is good, but not the best. As a DPS. A lot of people use her as a sub DPS or like a double DPS team. Because she's Lakshana, so she works reasonably well with Zero and Nonali. Because they can create the charge effect by starting with Hathor, going into Zero, and then Zero can insta-burst or insta-cycle into Nonali, and then Nonali gets charge. I use Hathor as a main DPS because I'm weird. That's fair. We know Penguin, don't worry. Yeah. Any gacha games you're waiting for? Not specifically. I'll grit my teeth and give them some cotton. I'm so scared. I can help you deliver it, really. That's great. Thank you so much. Yes, okay, super. I don't even remember the fluffies. Oh, it's because they weren't there. Yo, what the fuck? Y'all look insane, by the way. Fluff, fluff, fluff. It's Giga Fluff. I need someone to play, oh, fuck, what's it called? Bring Me the Horizon. Can You Hear My Heart? to the Giga Fluff. I need his workout routine? Absolutely. Look at this motherfucker. He's posing, he knows. Let's get ready to go to a show. Hello. What's your fluff? Delivering cotton fabric. Fluff like. May I ask you something? Give me cotton, good person, ask. How'd you end up in the trash can? Don't know. Wake up scorched here. Do they only realize they're in the trash can after they wake up? Where were you before going to sleep? Big lawn, sunbathing, warm and fluffy, comfy, comfy. Why don't you go back to the big grassland? Here, cotton fabric, comfortable. So it seems the fluffies are being moved into the trash can while they're asleep. Could something be off about the trash can? Okay, let's see. What a wild looking fluff, by the way. Saw something. Oh, it's public facilities inspections. Oh, okay. I'm doing this quest too? Yes. You should try Sakiri, Hanyul, and any DPS. The attack goes up way quick. I'd do that if I had her. I don't have Sakiri. We need an anima support bad. What is G on? Is she a sub DPS? Edgecare's good, but I want a 5-star. You mean Cosmos? Are you talking about an anima support or a Cosmos support? Because Edgar's a Cosmos character. Does console affect how good you are in the game? Like it affects your stats, yeah. I don't recommend upgrading it until you're Ascension level 4 though. No, I'm talking about one that fits in with a Bloom team. You mean Blossom? So you want a specific kind of support, rather than it just being the right element. Yes, yes, okay. The issue is, an anima support would need to basically be made for a Lakshana DPS. And the reason for that is because of the way charge works. Because charge only goes in one of two directions. It either goes anima, Cosmos, Lakshana, or Lakshana, Cosmos, anima. So if you're trying to maximize your main DPS, you want them to ult as frequently as possible. You're gonna want an anima support for a Lakshana main DPS, because then you're going to be able to charge that character's main DPS, that character's ult. It's the reason why people run Hathor, for example, because even though Hathor isn't an actual like support, you can use her to funnel charges into Nonali. Even if it's, depending on the team and the build, it can be a little slow. But yeah, G1 can heal. It's an ordinary trash can. It's not an anomaly. Maybe people are putting them in there. What if they get wrapped up in cotton? Wait, G1 can heal? Yes. Get her to A1 and she can heal.
Welcome to 24.
So she becomes a proper like healing support at A1. Welcome to 2-4. Up about the fluffies. Trash can is not an anomaly. Strange. Why do they keep appearing? They probably don't jump in. They don't even know why they would show up. It can't be that someone deliberately throws them in. That would be horrible. Yeah, I cannot get that right now. Oh, gotcha. Oh wait, that'd be horrific thing to do. Do they even know how to sort trash? Fluffies would be combustible waste, right? How can they be dumped with non-combustible waste? Whoever it is, they'd better watch out. I'll teach them an unforgettable lesson on how to sort trash properly if I ever catch them. Fluffies aren't trash, right? Now you mention it, that's true. I love NTE. NTE is great. She's a standard character, we'll get it eventually. Yeah, odds are you'll probably end up with Ji-Yeon eventually at A1. Even if you didn't save any selectors for it. Like, I'm gonna be honest, they seem very willing to give out selectors. So we might even end up with a selector in months again for another S-class character, which that would be a little crazy. It's only 5% though. 5% of healing can be a lot, especially if it's based on like 5% of a damage she deals or something. The game has no content, I'm dying. The game's been out for 2 weeks. Not even. How have you already ran out of things to do? Read a book. Take a break. It's okay. The game will be here when you're back. I don't know why people do that. Right about that. I haven't done anything within the first week. I've done everything within the first week. There's a lot of content. I'm genuinely extremely. Hey man, some people like to grind out to max their potential. No. There's no problem if you like to grind out and max everything. There is a problem if you do that and then complain that you're out of content. There, just straight up. Like, I don't need to sugarcoat it or anything. There's no problem with playing the game like that. I like to play the game like that when I have the time and the motivation. But if you do that and then complain that there's no content, it is not the game's fault that you grinded everything until you were done in 1 week. Alright? That is not the fault of the game. That is you playing. Alright? I'm just messing, but I have done everything in a while. Hey, look, it's a fun game. I can totally get why someone would like just play constantly and do like all the exploration and stuff. I'm taking a bit more time with it, but it's fun. The game's content is actually kind of small, actually. I would hard disagree with that. The story is small. That I agree. The story is small, but this is a game where like most of the content is in the open world. There's a ton of like quests, achievements, what do you call it? The different unlockable like boss fights and anomalies. There's all of the chests, which are like the little 11 o'clock things or whatever, 11th hour things. The crows with the oracle. There's all of the random things you can interact with, like now Capeta's pool, the prayer tree, etc. Yes, chapter 4 is really where the story picks up. Before then, it's very, very chill. I'm free to play, and I'm level 37, almost 38 from just waiting and doing my dailies. Oh, you mean you're all... Okay, yeah, I get that. For a second, I thought you meant you would already hit that point just from waiting and doing your dailies, and then I remembered, I was like, no, you're talking about you already did everything in the game, and so you're going to hit that point just from waiting and doing your dailies. I will highly disagree, but to each their own. I mean, it's not a subjective thing. It's just objectively the game has a lot of things to do. Straight up. Like, compared to most games on launch, I'll tell you one thing, I played Arknight's Enfield. This game has more than Arknight's Enfield did on launch to do. In terms of things that actually give you a reward in the game for doing them, it just outright has more definitively. Does that mean the game is better? Not necessarily. The story is smaller. Hard agree on that. The game's been in beta for like 2 years, lol. And it's not. I don't know why that would factor in at all. The game released 2 weeks ago, at least globally. I don't know how long it was available in China. Trying out this last star on Stop 10. Hey, nice. Hello, Trash Bear, welcome in. Yeah, like, so it's been 3 weeks for CN. And thank you for the follow, Pui. And it's, what do you call it? It's been 2 weeks in the global. Why are you taking this personally, Lil? It's not even your game, dude. I'm not taking it personally. I'm telling you that it's just, like, not a thing to factor in. You don't need to get butthurt about me disagreeing with your opinion. It's alright. There's nothing wrong with you saying anything, or nothing wrong with you disliking the game if you dislike the game. I'm just telling you that definitively, this game, for example, has more content than a lot of other games do at launch. Whether it continues to keep that up or not, we'll have to see. I don't know how much more content they plan on putting. Your opinion isn't wrong, but you're getting defense. It's funny. Pegnui, you may be unaware of this. I'm streaming, which means if you're giving me something to talk about, I'm going to talk about it. That's how the stream works. So if you keep going back and forth with me, I will keep going back and forth until I feel like the conversation goes in a loop or something. You mentioned the game is in beta, so I said, well, that doesn't really factor into it at all, does it? The game's been released for 2 weeks, not even, in global. There's quite a bit of content. I wonder what Chaos does when he comes out. He looks cool. He does look actually really sick. He's also cool when you see him in the story too. But Pui, you mentioned they'll put more content later on. Have they already announced like a content map? Or are you just saying that based off of what you think? Because at least for me, I don't know how much content they plan on putting out every patch. I don't know if it'll be enough to like, I don't know, what's the right word? Properly keep people up. And hello, Barbara, welcome in. See, I missed something else. Hakeem, we take our time to play. There's no need to rush though. Absolutely. Based off what I think. Okay, gotcha. We'll see, I hope so. Once again, I don't play like super frequently. So for example, like Arknight's Enfield, I know some people have been upset with like the amount of content being released for the game. I like the amount. So far, would I be all right with more? Of course, absolutely. But I'm pretty much fine with it as is. Bro. Is your name Ong? I'm not 100% sure, but welcome in. Level? My level's 33, I think. 32? 32? I think it's 32. Let me check in a second. I'm staying in the trash can tonight. The moment they show up, I'll catch them. I'm level 33. There it is. I heard there's a lot of content coming up. I don't know if it's rumors or if it's just actual stuff. We'll see. I just got to 100 level 25 last night. Nice. I'm 18. Nice. It's fun. Small updates ruin player count, not gonna lie. It's better to wait for a bulk of content release. Depends. It fully depends. Small, constant updates actually do better for live service games, usually. Large content releases are better for seasonal games. So, but if you plan on having people play constantly, small, consistent updates are usually the better play. Because it's enough content for people to constantly play and log in. And they feel like they're constantly getting something. You have any theories on Zero's memories? Absolutely none. I think Zero's an anomaly and doesn't have any memories and just came into existence. Who knows? I've no idea. Can I join you? I'm not doing any joining multiplayer stuff. Woo or NTE? I don't know what to play. Can't do both. Not enough time. What do you call it? I'm trying to think of, like, Woo or NTE. It depends on what you want, really. NTE is a lot more casual and a lot more relaxed. Woo has a lot more content, though. So, like, that's the thing, right? For example, yeah, Yamatsu just said, if you don't have time, begin with NTE. That would make sense, because if you don't have the time to like play a lot,
The wind's just right.
then you might be spending a while on Woowa. And it's going to be a bit harder to casually play it. NT has good options for good optimization for older PCs, which is the only reason I can play it. Yeah, it does have good spread out stuff as well. Loki, that would be crazy if it was an anomaly. True. Well, is the Enforcer a good car? I need to remember. One of these cars is a trap, I got told. Because one of them I really liked. and I got told it was a trap. Ah, it's the Pursuit V8. The Enforcer should be fine. The Enforcer is a car I want. I really like this car. I like how it looks a lot. Though I might just try and say, it's really unfortunate because I really, really like how the Pursuit V8 looks, but apparently it handles horribly. So I think I might just save up for something else. I don't want one of these though. I like cars like this that are more like blocky, a little bit bigger. It's unfortunate. Is there a way to distribute the employees in a cafe? You don't really change. So all the employees are bunched up together. So you can kind of distribute them. For example, like if I were to dismiss a bunch of them and then put them in, they'll basically just go in the exact order that you put them in. If that makes sense. But it doesn't really matter too much. How much money do you have? A decent amount. I make a decent amount here and there. I think I might make a good amount of concept characters for the game, not gonna lie. I want to make one for friends. Okay, cool. That stuff's sick. Yeah, it's super bad, yeah. I have the C200 and the motorbike. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I imagine that the Enforcer is fine. Thank you for the follow, KBed22. I love concept creation, actually cinema. I like making concepts. I usually do it for tabletop RPGs though. Because I play a lot of tabletop RPG games like Pathfinder 2nd edition I've played Call of Cthulhu, I've played Dungeons and Dragons. There's others I played that I don't remember. I'm gonna jump in the trash can. Go past you to subspace? Alright, cool. And thank you for following. But yeah, so I like making characters and stuff for that.
Perfect angle.
And like character concepts. It's fun. Oh, let's go. You can steal chairs. I forgot. Those are a bit easier to make than if you have a lot of freedom. For creating stuff, yeah, 100%. And if you want more freedom, typically I would recommend Pathfinder over Dungeons and Dragons, just because there's way more stuff in it, and so it's a lot more like all over the place, if that makes sense. So, but if you need something where it's more streamlined for you, Dungeons and Dragons is probably better because it's more simple. I heard that banner cosmetics carry over between banners because I got the non-elite glider. Will I get Hotori straight away? I don't think that's how that works. But I'm not. You might be able to pull non-elite cosmetics on Hotori's banner. That might be how that works. Pathfinder 2nd edition. It's a tabletop RPG. It's based on, I think, 3.5 D&D. So 3.5 edition. One issue I have about this game is the city stamina refills weekly. I think, call this a hot take. I think it would be better, and I think people would view it better, even though it's not actually more energy, if instead of this refilling once a week, it refilled over time, just like daily energy, but still refilled the same amount. So if instead of it being like, oh, I can use it all on Monday and then it's gone, if it was like, okay, I every day you get like 80 stamina, and then once you get like 700, for example, you get 100 every day, you still get the same amount of stamina as you did originally, but because it's slower and over time, you don't have the same problem of people using all of it at once and then having nothing to do. It encourages them to just get on, play a little bit, and then get off. Or they can save it all until it's almost full and then use it all. The only good car right now in NTE is ST79 and the Pendragon. The Pendragon's just so expensive. It's so rough. The ST79 I might look into though, just because it's like, it's not super expensive compared to some. Or wait, am I remembering the right car? Yeah, okay, it's not super expensive compared to some. I just really like how the Enforcer looks. Like, even though it's not better. I mean, realistically, if you upgrade this car, it's probably going to be almost as good as the Enforcer anyway, and it costs way less. So, but at the end of the day, I just think the Enforcer looks cool. Which, for me, that matters more. Most of the time. You think there's a main love interest for Zero? There's almost never a main love interest in these games. you pick your main love interest by doing your bond quests, basically. In terms of vehicles, bike is the best investment for movement. It both is and isn't. The $250,000 bike is the best for movement in the open world, but unfortunately doesn't work in any races, which I think they should change. I used to make concepts for CODZ. I don't know what CODZ is. I used to a lot. Yeah, the bike is really good for like open world movement. My main love interest is Skia, but he isn't romanceable. Not yet. I think they're adding more over time. So that's actually one bit of content that they will be adding. Customize the black car and becomes a taxi. That's funny. Hey, I Swanstein. I see you are a what's it called? A Danmachi enjoyer. I read some of it a long time ago, and I've not gotten up to date at all. So, wait, do not automatically do this. I have to read that myself. These are fluffs. Let's poke the fluffs. Poke again. Lighter. Did I just accidentally light them on fire? I thought it was gonna be like poke them lighter, not light them on fire. What? Wild behavior. COD zombies. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Person medicine, weapons medicine is fun. Yeah, that's sick. This old ass man is about to beat the shit out of this anomaly. Where's Oddity? Where's he scolding him? Move it, kid. You're blocking people from getting rid of their trash. Stop bullying this old timer here, will ya? Fluff, fluff. I don't get it. Mind speaking English? Sir, fluffies don't speak human language. What's the special ability do on day off? It causes an eclipse. Mint and by song are the most reasonable for 0 right now. Depends on the setup, but probably. Bro, should I pull for Hotori or save? We both love anime. I like anime. I think it's cool. It's been a while since I've like properly sat down and watched anime though. I do a lot of reading for like light novels and manga though. I've always really liked to read. So it's all that. But I think if you want Hotori, then pull for her. I don't know. For me, pulling is not a complicated thing. If you look at the character, you like the character, and then you play the trial for the character and they seem cool, or the gameplay looks cool, then just go for it. What's the worst that'll happen? Have you seen Plastic Memories? Yes, I have. Vadia is my love interest in the game low-key. She's probably mine too, not gonna lie. I think I have the highest bond level with her. Isn't it romantic how we're all watching the live together? Your name is fucking crazy. Your name is insane. Oh, Fluffy boy, my eyes don't serve me like they used to. No wonder. I saw this dark fellow by the trash can during my morning exercise. He's still there now. I was praising this young man for waking up at 5 to exercise. Turns out it's a Fluffy. They've been appearing since 5. But it's getting in the way here. I'll go home and get some cotton for it. That's very funny. You know nothing. I'm so dedicated to Hotori, I got not only for the team comp for her, fair enough. I'm max level mint from Bond, that's wild. I guess it makes sense. I say both, yeah, makes sense. Is there something you need? Hello buddy, how are you? I'm doing well, Sashin. How about yourself? Any recommendations for anime? So, you see, here's the problem. My memory does not serve me well. Now and then, here and there, I think, or is it here and then, now and there? Something like that. It's kind of confusing. That's an older one I really like. There's also brain not working. I have a whole library of knowledge for anime. Yeah, I have such a bad time with names. I have a My Anime list somewhere where I just kept a list of them so I wouldn't forget, and then I forgot to keep up the list. Is there something you need? About the Fluffies in the neighborhood trash can. They run to the trash cans to sleep every night these days, and it's quite troublesome to deal with. Usually after the Fluffies in the trash cans are cleared, they reappear the next morning. Too bad for the first person to go downstairs to throw out the trash each day. Before taking out the trash, you need to take out the Fluffies. Worse yet, sometimes you'll see a black Fluffy blocking the trash can. You can either go home to get us some cotton fabric, or take a detour to another trash can. That is indeed very troublesome. Do you read manhwa? Yes. I didn't like One Piece very much, I will say. Not a huge fan of One Piece. It felt very, very, very slow. I got told I should watch One Piece instead, though. Which I guess is someone, like, making, like, a abridged version of it that cuts out all of the, like, random posturing and repeating of things. Do you like Pokemon or Digimon? Why do you have to pick one? Pokemon and Digimon are both sick. I just got Nanali's skin, but not her? Crazy. I guess you have to get her now. Anime Baki. Baki is a trip, by the way. Baki you should watch and think of it as a comedy, if you watch it. Don't take it seriously. It's very fun if you don't take it seriously. It's very goofy. The garbage collectors have adjusted the schedule. They used to clear out trash at 10 at night, but starting tomorrow, they'll clean every morning at 6. Okay. Hopefully, we won't see any fluffies when we take out the trash tomorrow. The cleaning schedule should have been adjusted a week ago. The notice is right there. But the sanitation department kept delaying it, only sending out the message to the community today. Terrible efficiency. Huh. Okay. That's really interesting. They are, but I feel like Digimon was always in Pokemon Shadow. I love Digimon. I mean, both are good. I like both. They're real fun. Charlotte is a really good one. Charlotte is good. Future Diary is good. As far as more recent ones, 86 is really good. 86 is one that I liked a lot for more recent stuff. Let me think. Surprisingly enough, My Hero has some slow moments, but actually, all in all is good, in my opinion. Like, it has high moments, it has low moments, but all in all, My Hero is good. Just try not to interact too much with really avid community members, because they can make it a little bit of a chore. Thanks for the follow, Daff. Sirthos, what do you mean, Baki's perfect motivation to go to the gym? You know what? You're kind of right, though. Looking at those motherfuckers and how ripped they are is actually, like, motivating. It's like, oh, I will never look like this, but I could try. I could try, though. Loki, I had a hard time recovering from Charlotte. In my opinion, Plastic Memories was my sad one. Fair enough. I think ReZero is starting to get really good now. Oh, ReZero is good too. I have novel spoilers on that one. But the anime is really good. Do you have a Discord? Yes, I do. If you go to the card link in my bio, it has a Discord in there that you can join, a public Discord. I actually have my novel recommendations for web novels and stuff. I have a reading channel in my public Discord, and I made a whole list because someone asked me for some web novel recommendations. I just chucked everything in there. I have actual physical novel recommendations too, like Nancy Farmer's Sea of Trolls. That whole series is really good. I forgot the anime that had the elf live longer than her friend. She has 2 friends, 1 boy, 1 girl. That's Free Run. That's Free Run. That's a good one too. Well, someone wants my attention. See you. Nice talking to you. See you, Matsu. I'm looking forward to the Dragon Ball Super, or to the Dragon Ball reboot and the more arc. Okay. That's interesting. I didn't even know about that. Getting spoiled in anime you're watching has to be top 10 worst experiences. 100%. Agreed. Yeah. Oh, obviously, for really popular mainstream ones, I really like Attack on Titan. That's when I watched since it came out, though, and liked it a lot. Are you heading over there to dump trash too? Hold on. I just went to throw away trash and saw the trash can suddenly let out smoke, and then a black fluffy come out and jumped out. Oh my, you're okay, right? No, the trash can probably caught fire by itself. The fluffies couldn't find the arsonist, so they posed in front of the trash can, but I didn't dare to go over. These fluffies are such a hassle. Whenever I throw away trash, I find fluffies in the trash can and I have to take that first. Yeah, starting work at 7:30 a.m. was already tiring enough, but now I have to clean up fluffies before that. I feel completely left out. Better not to disturb them anymore. Is there a general chat? Yes. There's a Gacha general chat and a normal general chat too. It seems fluffies have been showing up in all the trash cans on the street. Based on a recent investigation, the time that the fluffies should be probably 5 to or it's between 10 p.m. and 5 a.m. the next morning, right? Yeah, the earliest sighting was around 5. So who's throwing them in the middle of the night? Let's wait and find out tonight. What's the best arc for Nonali? The best arc for Nonali is Song of the Whale. Or her signature. If you don't have her signature though, it's Song of the Whale. Speaking of which, how's my stuff looking? Okay. Research. Okay, I'm quite far on that. And I'm not about to spend any of that on weapon pulls. She should have, yeah, a bit longer on the banner. How do you have so much analyth? I got Nonally really early and then saved and spent none of it. I'm gonna go to the right spot and then I'm gonna wait.
What's that smell? Smells amazing!
So 10 at night, right here. I would say I'm a lucky free to play because I've gotten all signatures for all my people. Nice. Found it, just had to accept the rules. Okay, gotcha. I do it at 80 pity for Natalie and also for arc. Her arc, I'm gonna have to pull at hard pity, I think. Her arc, I am going to have to hard pity. Yeah. Like the next pull, it's guaranteed. So I had to hard pity the arc she's got, which, you know, it is what it is. Sometimes it'd be like that. A part of me is tempted though. You know what? Why not? Let's gamble a little bit. It's not uncommon to have to hard pity for it though. It actually is on this. It's uncommon. If you look at the odds, it's pretty uncommon. It has a when you account for pity, you have a 4% chance on getting it on every single pull. And that's not accounting for what do you call it? Like the fact that you're guaranteed to get it at the end, obviously. Really? Damn, it might just be an unlucky fucker. Yeah, like I would consider myself lucky just because I got not only early. But I might actually pull on her banner again, just for the sake of, what do you call it? Yeah, I'm just gonna put a temple in this. Why not? I don't think I'll get her. And if I do, it's not a huge problem because I'm only 30 in. I just want some extra stuff from the weekly or whatever. Oh, nice. I just refunded my pull. Or one of my pulls, rather. I'm not going to get Nakapeta, though. Oh, okay. Maybe I will. Is that Alder? Yep. I already have him. Oh, Lamau. Oh, I got her again. Cool. Not a huge problem. I still have more than enough to fucking guarantee. Well, I have another not only. All right. That's really funny. Someone was just in here talking about how they spent like 140 pulls to get 2 copies of her too. Or to get like one of her and another. How do you get more modules? The rabbit hole anomaly zone? That's really funny. All right. Well. Wow. You know what? Why don't we just see... Well, why don't we just see what we get now? What level are you? Level 33. Thank you, you're welcome. Now I kind of just want to do it again. Just to see. How do I level up quicker? Exploration. Namely the crows. Here, why not? Maybe the game just likes me because I started late, maybe. But do you have some time to do an anomaly quest? What do you mean? Like I'm doing a side quest right now.
Natalie Colucci. Whose greatness cannot be concealed by the night. The unconventional Ichidaime of the Colucci family
Motherfucker.
looks forward to having you
Crazy.
on board.
That's so funny. That's actually so funny. Are you kidding, right? And people thought I was lucky in Enfield. Trust me, I'm not wealthy enough to pay the devs, but I will absolutely take whatever favoritism I am shown. Back-to-back 10 pulls. At what pity did you get her? This is... I pulled her 110 pull ago. I pulled her... total pulls on this banner are 40. I believe. I've done a total of 40 pulls on this banner. It's just me, just stream lagging. The stream lagged when it did the pull animation for her. All of this and no outfit, by the way. That's crazy. Actually insane behavior. The outfit sucks anyways. I'm not a fan of the outfit, yeah. I will say. Let's see, Tycoon. Okay, I'm actually gonna do something real quick. Let me do a little bit of, let me do it later. At what page you get her? I got her in at in 70 pulls, yeah. Anyway, how do I level this quicker? Because I can't find any more quests. Exploration. Do the crows, do the exploration guide, that kind of stuff. What are her best, what are her best awakenings, guys? It's crazy. Pull her arc? I'll pull her arc in a second. I need, to get some fonts real quick. Let me see. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. I can change this whenever. A1 is her best. So probably just more ultimate, or I guess increase the attack as well, or not change. I just want another one. It's fucking crazy. It's actually insane. All right, you guys ready? I mean, I'm gonna derail what I was about to do. Let's go up to my cafe. A1 and A4 are her best. Okay, I'll look at A4 in a second. Is Hotori I can't fucking speak. Is Hotori out right now? No. Give it 4 days, I think. In 4 days she'll be out. Okay. Let's try this. It's been a hot minute since I've done this though, so. And then boom, we leave. And that's easy. How much do you play the game? Well, I don't know. What do you mean? I feel overwhelmed by the amount of people. Fair enough. By song anomaly, you can spam the hammer. I don't have by song, unfortunately, but I did cover that method.
Woohoo! As long as I'm watching your back.
Everything we need for the trip is ready.
Oh, Adler's maxed out. Nice. My boy. So I got a little thing for him too. But yes, so here's not only. So her awakening 4 is best. I guess that makes sense. It just outright increases the damage, doesn't it? Alright. So, gamers. Let's go to the Hunter Exchange. One more tri-key. And then, let's go to the Scarborough Fair. It is now time to get my guaranteed arc for an anomaly. Did I just get 2? Okay. I swear I just saw a second S rank. I don't know if it's the one for Nautilus though. It's not. So I got Reality Refuge as 1. And then the other one is going to be Nautilus' signature. Ready. There we go. All right. Well, there's Reality Refuge obtained, as well as the one that I originally wanted, so that's fine. Switch to this. Let's level this up. Do you get to level 40 if you 100% everything? I don't think so. I think you'll need some days of grinding and stuff. Bro's lucky? Bro is lucky. Is creator luck at this point? Absolutely. Hard agree. I'd be hard-pressed to disagree with this assessment. When you get the guaranteed signature arc, it also guarantees you a second one since that's also the pity. Oh, so is that just how that works? Or so I believe? Okay. I mean, I wouldn't be too terribly surprised if that is how it works. That's interesting, though. I got it from the Discord. Okay, so people talk about it in the Discord. I'm dying looking at your luck, Lamo. Somebody arrest this man. He's scamming reality. You can try. You'll never get me alive. Okay. Well, now I have her, with her best in-slot arc. I asked this ages ago, but what's the best way to get fons? So I have a video on it, on my, if you go to my card, in my bio, I have a video on my Red app. I believe I also mentioned this before, that goes into how to get about 500,000 and the best ways to farm it. And I have another video that goes into the hospital, because the hospital, you can get about 150,000 from that as well. Oh, I can get Adler as my background? Is that a thing? Nice, let's go. He's sick. Okay. That's great. I'm glad I can do that.
As long as I'm watching your... Should we head out?
Edgar. Why not? Alright, I'll go watch that now. Alrighty, gamer. World quests also add up. Like the random like side quests you find out in the world. Alright. Insane behavior. Completing Pink Paw's heist every 2 weeks helps 100%. And the Lost Exchange says it'll refresh in June. So I assume it's monthly.
Woo! Freeze!
Or every like month and a half or something like that. So sleepy, why are you here too? Are you here for the same reason as I am? Why are you hiding in the trash can? To hide better, of course. When they smugly open the trash can lid, I'll hit them with a surprise attack. I need to teach him a good lesson for being such a pain in my butt? What? Interesting individual. This is the best game that I play? Good to know. Glad you enjoy it. I forget these fences are really weird.
Smells.
Trash can is empty with no Fluffy inside? Okay. The guy dumping Fluffy around isn't here yet.
Woo! As free as the wind.
So there's Fluffy's here. It's on the move.
Trust me.
I can do this. The E.T. Diamond arrived.
Damn, I needed a million for minus level. Rip. Well, luckily for you, in just a couple of days, it's getting reset. So, what are you doing? What are you doing to sneak up to me late at night? So you're the one sneaking around. How's the sneaking? I'm just going downstairs to throw out the trash. Looks suspicious. Let's wait and see. Is the box filled with Fluffies? Ah, about that. Recently, Fluffies keep appearing in the neighborhood trash cans. I just take them out. Looks suspicious. Let's wait and see. Trash, trash. He took out a piece of cotton cloth from his pocket and threw it into the trash. Isn't this trash? I thought the box by your feet was the trash you were going to throw away. Yes, that's right. I'm just about to throw them away. Looks suspicious. Let's wait and see. You seem to have walked a long way. I was just working out at home and haven't recovered yet, okay? Looks suspicious. Why are you wearing a mask? I can't touch Fluffy because I'm allergic to cotton. That's why I wear a mask. You just threw cotton in the trash can. What do you mean? Wait, isn't everyone saying that the trash can here is an anomaly that produces Fluffies? I'm just being careful. Looks suspicious. Let's wait and see. Well. Why are you interrogating me like I'm a criminal? Let's go to the security office. You're feeling guilty, aren't you? How could it be? Let's go to the security office and ask and talk to the officers about these Fluffies. No, no, no. You have something to do with these Fluffies in the trash cans, don't you? This conversation flows a little bit weird for this side quest. Most of them have been really good. But this one's a little bit weird. And hi, Cotton. Welcome in. But this isn't my fault. It's ultimately Fluffy's fault. I'm just an innocent victim. I used to lay on the grass, and then Fluffy's invaded the community, so there's no more grass for me to sunbathe on. Yo, what is your level? 33. My appraiser level is 33. My hunter level is 33. Not only do they take over the lawn, but the air around it is filled with their cotton fibers. I've been sneezing and getting rashes. That's my lawn. Why should I let these trash Fluffies occupy it? I'm going to take my lawn back. So you kept throwing the Fluffies into the other neighborhood's trash cans, but if you toss them into our neighbor's trash cans, those Fluffies will come back. Even if I clear the Fluffies from the lawn today, they reappear tomorrow. It's probably because the Fluffies you threw away returned. What? If that's the case, it means I've been working for nothing for the past few days. What you're doing is threatening public safety. So, but clearly it's the Fluffy's fault. You better explain your motives to the security office as soon as possible. You'll be in more trouble if officers come looking for you. I get it. Are you 33 and still have side quests? Grinding? I don't know. I don't know what the right word would be for that. Like, I play a lot. Well, actually, I feel like it's a lot. I play for like half an hour a day. And then on days that I stream, I play more. I feel like that's a lot, but I feel like a lot of other people don't think that that's a lot. So it is what it is. How many side quests do you have? I think I only have like a couple left. After this, I've got this one. And then I just have unmarked ones, I think. Or texts. Ones that are via text. Yeah, so I've got 2 left after this one, and then I have all the bond quests. So I only have 2 like actual major ones.
Welcome to 24. Easy shop, easy go.
After this one. About that guy who keeps dumping Fluffies everywhere. That guy's indeed a terrible person. That's a lot of quests. I mean, it's a bit. It's not like a ton for XP wise. Yo, what's up? What's up, Blink Blink? Welcome in. If I find out who that guy is, I'll teach him how to sort trash properly. That guy made me squat in the trash can all night for nothing, and I was almost nullified with the trash can by a passing anomaly hunter mistaking me for a decomposer. That's really funny. You're unfortunate with a capital U. I'm exhausted. I need a good night's sleep when I get home tonight. And I finished.
Welcome to 24.
This quest.
Easy
The quests are
shop,
pretty quick.
easy
They are
go.
pretty quick. So next I can work on... Which of these should I do? This one's like the easiest, right? This one doesn't even give XP, I don't think. Just like a little... Just thought of what we should take a photo of next, but let me check your photo first. The angle has a few flaws, so the final shot comes out a bit off, but that's just me nitpicking from a pro's perspective. Overall, it's really good. Done with still life shots, let's try some portraits. The folks promoting shops on Hankaku Street love promoting their stuff. Go take a couple photos of them. Okay. No, the part that I'm surprised is I just finished everything and just reached 30. I don't think you finished everything then. You might have finished all the quests, but I've done the whole exploration guide. I've done this whole thing. I've done a bunch of the city tycoon stuff. I don't know what does and doesn't give XP here. I've done a ton of the witch's house, oracle crows. I've done a lot of that stuff. So if you've been playing for around the same time as me, then you should be able to hit the XP I'm at pretty easily. If you've already done all of the quests. Same, then there might be something else you're missing. I'm not 100% sure what it'd be though. More talented than I thought. For the last shot, let's do Worth Armor Tower on Hankaku Street. Doesn't look like anything special at first, but with the right composition, you can make it great. Okay. I just gotta talk to the guy. Did you do the train? I did some of it, yeah. If you're back behind a few days, you'll be a lower level because of dailies. I mean, even then, dailies only give 1500. You'd at most be one level behind me if you missed several dailies.
You are staring into the void.
So it's definitely something else. Enter the studio? Yes. Make sure you all hydrate and stuff as well. Let's go, Kodak. Yeah, and I want to know what it is. Well, I just told you what I did for XP. It's the Oracle Stones, the exploration guide, and questing. I can look through real quick once this quest is done and see if there's any other stuff I did that gives XP, but that's what I remember giving XP. Excellent, you completely mastered the basics. I need you to get the hang of it. If you want to practice your photography a bit more, there are a couple of photographers in the store specializing in different styles. Go chat with them for a bit. Cassie and Bilar are pretty easy to find. Okay. Here, let me look at, like, for example, like City Tycoon stuff. I don't think anything City Tycoon related gives XP, but just in case, why not? Okay, so the city, I know the shop doesn't, the Cafe Origin doesn't. The activity for it, but I don't know if the actual, like, owning the cafes does. Okay, so this doesn't give you anything. These don't give you anything. That means the rest probably won't. Circle Bounty won't give you anything XP related. I mean, yeah, it's the max exploration guide. I'd max out the dailies every single day. I have every zone to about 60% at least. Oh, cool. Another pole. Another pole. I guess I have every zone at... I have an average of 80% in every zone now, I think. Which level are you in the train thing? I think 8? 7 or 8 or something? I think I'm on level 7. Like, I've completed level 8. Not in the prime circle, on like the starter version. And let's see how my standard luck is. Oh, there we go. That's impossible, by the way. Like, I'm not about to catch up to Nakapeta. Gambling time, indeed. And it's gone. And boom, I got nothing. Alright. About what I expected. I want the gnarly skin so bad. I don't really, personally, I'm not huge on it, but I get why some people want it. Like it's an aesthetic that I'm just not a huge fan of. I like her normal outfit more. The one you can get for fons though, that's her in like the Halloween outfit, is really cute though.
Woohoo! As long as I'm watching your back, you won't have to worry about a thing.
Got everything on her upgraded. One thing I do need though,
Hey, the
I need
one's
more
picking
of these. Not a lot more, but I need more of them. I'll get it within 2 days, but I want more earlier than that as well. Oh, I have more quests than I thought. Oh, it's because they're more photo quests. I'm gonna go do an actual quest before I start doing more photo stuff. It doesn't give XP. I got not only A2 and I still no skin. I also have not only A2 with no skin. Though I got not only at A2 in under 50 pulls. So it's kind of funny. At least, yeah, in 45 pulls. At this point, I'm kind of like, huh, I'm gonna do 5 pulls so I can get the glider. Yeah, I'm doing that. Damn, what a luck, I know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Edgar! Oh boy. Right. There you go. Anyway, Gark. No Nakapeta for me. No Nakapeta for me. I don't even know if it's possible anymore. Even though if I rolled like 2 6s. 3, 4, 5, 6. It's technically barely possible if I roll 2 6s. So I guess there's a chance. Okay, I got another mint copy. And then I also got an Adler copy, I guess. I do one more pull. Do I barely get it or do I miss? I miss, I think. Yep, I missed by 1. Unfortunate. Alright. And there we go. How do I use this?
What should we do today?
There we go.
Hit the wind's just right.
Nice. That's fun.
What should we do
Should we head out?
Extra mint. Nice. And then... Thank you for the follow, Josh, man. I'm just looking at something real quick. Well, I guess I can guarantee that, right? Yeah. Holy crap. Yeah, alright. It's quite a number of them. So I've got 15 pulls here. I'm pretty much exactly where I was earlier. I got not only after 7 rolls. Nice. I got her, I think the first time I got her was after 5 rolls. And then I did 20 without getting her. And then I did 2 10 pulls and I got her 2 more times. So I have her at A2 right now. How do you have 14k? I'm very, very lucky. Like, ungodly lucky right now. To an insane degree. I'm slightly uncomfortable with how lucky I am. It's very, very interesting. What about that strange box over there? It says, anomaly product of the next era here on the box. Oh, this isn't for sale. It's my personal belonging. I just left it on the counter. Sorry about the confusion. Say, what kind of flowers do you need? For decorating your living space or a gift for someone? We've got recommendations for both. Let me think about it. Should I get some flowers for the people at Avon? Would they like it? Avon, the Anomaly Hunter Group? Do you know them, or do you work there? I have an Anomaly commission, and I'm not sure if Anomaly Hunters would take it. Yeah, I'm from Avon. Why don't you fill me in on the details first about that commission? Oh, I see. I was wondering, if you guys help with finding missing anomalies? Missing anomalies? Yeah. The thing is, it's a long story, so I wanted to make sure if this is the kind of work Anomaly Hunters would take before wasting someone's time. As long as it is related to anomalies, it's our job. It's not too difficult. I should be able to help. I love this game, but Gacha isn't for me. My luck is just so bad, and I'm poor. Free to play, I think, is fine on this game. This game is extremely, extremely generous. Like, if you just play through the content, you are guaranteed to get an anomaly right now. Because of the amount, the sheer number of pulls they give out. Hell, a lot of people are probably going to be guaranteed to get Hotori too. By the time that she's like, her banner's over. Just because of the amount of stuff you get. Is NTE worth it? I mean, it's a free game, so yeah. I tried summoning for her and I'm at 70 out of 90. Make sure you're doing, what's it called? Like the content that's around you. Turn in your Oracle Stones and all that stuff, because that actually adds up a lot really, really quickly. I play for the audio missions or rush all the side quests to level up points. I do that kind of, it depends. Let's get into details. Okay, so we're supposed to be learning about this quest. Let's learn about this. He wants us to find a thing. It was so laggy, that's unfortunate. Yeah, it seems like some phones run it really well and some don't. And it's not even about what's expensive or not, too. Does the pity transfer for Hotori? Yes, it does. It does. So if you are like, oh, I don't want Nonali anymore, or you get really close to getting Nonali and you just don't happen to pull her, the pity transfers to Hotori. So you'll basically already have Hotori if you run into that scenario. The same thing happens if you overpull, for example. So a few days ago, the resident association announced that they're holding a contest for the most beautiful shop in Honkanku. I thought to myself, there couldn't be a shop more beautiful than Hillside Blooms, so I signed up. Even bragged to the others, swearing that if Hillside Blooms loses, I'd eat a pot of flowers, whole stems and all. I even ordered a large batch of new flowers from our usual flower farm to really go all out on decorating. But 2 days ago, the farm contacted me, saying they had an anomaly incident, ruining half the nursery and couldn't supply enough fresh flowers in time. The contest is a few days away, and it's too late to find other suppliers. I'll definitely be laughed at hard by everyone who's stuffed with flowers in my stomach. I really regret it. Why couldn't I keep my mouth shut? Life goes by quickly. And thank you for the follow. R4G? I'm not sure if there's a specific way you want me to say your name. I do have a lot of guides on like a few achievements and stuff that could help too, if you need that. And just general gameplay stuff. Like ways to get through like the cafe easier, which can help. Is it Ragu or Ragu? Any particular way you want it said, or just spoken in like American English? How far are you in the story? I've completed chapter 4, so I'm as far as the story gets. Hey, I seriously considered leaving Hetero tonight, overnight to start fresh in another city. So, about that missing anomaly. Oh right, it's the anomaly I bought to help with decorations. I was at my wit's end and this stylish young man in sunglasses walked into the shop. I thought he was a customer and was about to tell him we were close for the day, but he said, "I'm here to help," out of the blue. That's suspicious. Sounds pretty suspicious. Yeah. Suspicious? Really? I didn't think of anything at the time. I just felt like I really caught a lifeline. Or I finally caught a lifeline. So how exactly did he help you? He called himself an anomaly salesman and was visiting shops participating in the contest, offering anomaly products that might be helpful. The green shop, the aquarium store, several businesses bought his anomalies and gave 5-star reviews. It's this box here. He described it as a novel anomaly product called Windbringer. Simply open it, wait 24 hours, and Windbringer will make all the flowers within 100 meters bloom. We still have some backup flowers and off-season plants in the shop. If they could all bloom, the shortage would be solved. Plus, his price was quite reasonable, so I bought it. Thing is, it's already been 24 hours, and there's no sign of blooming flowers. Did you follow the instructions? I thought so. Could it be I was in such a hurry to release it that it slipped out of the shop? I think I have enough information to work with now. Finding an anomaly invisible to the naked eye isn't going to be easy, but I'll see what I can do. I don't sense any anomalies around here. I guess it really did slip out of the place. Okay. Let's walk around. It don't matter. My name is supposed to be Ragu. Ragu the sauce. That's so funny. I love the sauce. It's so good. Hey, look. I'm gonna be real. If you need a cheap sauce that tastes pretty good,
right.
It's a good one to do. Like if you don't have the time to do a homemade one, it's pretty good. Even though I prefer making a homemade sauce. I need level 24. This is so hard. So, some things to mark off a little checklist. If you need to hit level 24, do spin-off quests immediately. Immediately. Spin-off quests. Then, your next primary focus is the exploration guide. Then, visit the witch's house and make sure you've turned in some oracle stones, because that's another way to get some XP. After that, you're on your own. It might be a matter of time, right? Welcome to Myosotis. Myosotis? Myosotis? I'm not sure. I think it's Myo. For a second I thought of mitosis, but that's not really how that's spelled at all. What would you like? I'd like to ask something. About a guy in sunglasses. How about Windbringer? Excuse me, have you heard of an anomaly called Windbringer? It seems to be a recently developed product. Makes flowers bloom, isn't that just an urban legend? Urban legend? Mm-hmm. The Windbringer's ocean of flowers is the symbol of miracles, something like that. Many folks really want to see it for themselves. Some even wish to have their birthdays or weddings there. The only issue I have with this game is city stamina being reset every Monday. Is the next limited character good for Nolly's team? Yes. I agree with the city stamina issue, but I think to solve it, they don't even have to make it so you get more. Or so it refreshes more frequently. I think the way that they should handle city stamina is they should just make it work like the normal stamina, where instead of, let's say you have the cap of 700, right? From a higher level city tycoon. Let's say you have that. Instead of it refreshing 700 per week, it should just refresh every minute, like normal stamina does, or every few minutes. Because I think it would be like what? Like, I don't remember what the right wording would be for it. Because it's 7, so it'd be mixed, so you'd get like 100 a day. And so if you wanted to split it by like 24, it would be something like 4 stamina an hour. So 1 stamina every like 13 minutes. Because you'd have 4 stamina an hour, but there'd be a little bit under that. Oh, so I guess every like 6 minutes. That way you could just use some every day if you wanted, and you wouldn't have this situation where it's like, okay, everyone gets 700 and then you use all of it at once. So I think a lot of people saw it as a chore, is the thing as well. What to use stamina on if I don't do the heist? Well, the heist doesn't have stamina. But the heist is separate, so you should do the heist anyway. But the best events to use your stamina on for fons is the racing. If you want to increase affection of characters, you should do the deliveries or the ride along or whatever. The like taxi service, because you can pick other characters up and increase your affection with them. If you want to instead, what do you call it? Just focus on getting a lot more analyth. I think the best one is the coffee shop one. That's also the best for speed. And then the angler is really good for getting the cosmetic for the angler. And welcome, Raziel, thank you for the follow. If one could actually predict when and where it would appear, people would rush to buy this information. Anyways, is there anything else I can help you with? Goodbye. Oh, wait, what happens? Because I'm specifically asking about Windbreaker, so Windbringer. I should probably talk about this. Okay, the anomaly, younger customer mentioned it. Sounds like a popular place for youngsters on Bagel. I'm not sure what it is. Okay, what about the guy in sunglasses? Hard to say, customers come and go all day. The meat is high quality and durable. Try the square. Okay, interesting. Huh. Really got nothing.
Volume 2 is officially on sale.
Isn't that the box on the force earlier?
Welcome to DSD, home to the latest and coolest pop toys in Hetero. If you need any recommendations, please let me know. Happy shopping!
I think I'm saving for Lacrimosa. Fair enough. Not now. I'd like to know about this box. Is there an anomaly in this box? Huh? How'd you know? Just got it recently. I haven't told anyone yet. Did you also buy Windbringer? Windbringer? Never heard of it. I gotta check the manual. Oh, it's the contest. Okay, well, yeah. Look, I've seen him. You bought anomalies from him too. They work surprisingly well. Any other questions? Nope. I just had this conversation. There you go. Bye. There were others? Oh, there's other people talking to her. Okay. Someone from the JTF who came here and asked a bunch of questions. They're investigating a case and checking all the shops around here. Tough job. Could it be related to what happened at Hillside Blooms? What did they ask? Nothing special, just asked if I'd recently purchased any uncertified anomaly products that didn't work as advertised. I did buy one that wasn't certified, but it worked as advertised, so I told them no. They didn't ask much more, just reminded me to be careful when shopping. Speaking of anomaly products, would you mind telling me more about the one you recently purchased? Apologies for not introducing myself earlier. I'm an anomaly hunter from Avon, currently handling a case right now. My client has a product with similar packaging to yours, and I think they might have been sold by the same person. You should have said you were an anomaly hunter earlier. I've always wanted to work with one. Here's what happened. The service industry often says the customer is king, but you inevitably run into some difficult kings. On that day, a fierce-looking guy came to the store upset about a mystery box. He demanded a refund because he didn't get what he wanted. I tried to explain we don't support returns, but he grabbed my collar and almost hit me. Jeez, okay. I'll keep listening. He barged right behind the counter and tried to grab me. But right then, the guy wearing his sunglasses stepped up to help. He kept a straight face and firmly grabbed the guy's arm, making him lower his hand. You wouldn't know how tense it was. I thought he was going to get beaten up too. But surprisingly, the troublemaker just smiled at him, let go of me, and left. Oh, he probably used an anomaly of some kind. He laughed and said he was confident he would get hurt. He had an anomaly with him. Lona Misa. Lona Misa? Really? Lona Misa? It's not the Mona Lisa. Alright. Salesmen always run into trouble, but Lona Misa keeps people in a good mood so they don't be aggressive or mood. It piqued my interest instantly, so I asked how much he'd sell the anomaly for. He said it was a fated meeting, so it could be a discount. And she bought it right away, and now it's been working. Interesting. Might have solved your problem. But just like the flower shop, this box doesn't have any anomaly presents either. But perhaps because she genuinely believed customers would be affected by the anomaly and treat her kindly, this expectation influenced the customers positively, which in turn actually improved their attitude. Maybe. Perhaps it's better not to tell her the truth. Yeah, that's interesting. First issue of the Ben 10 comic came out. Nice. They said a wanted poster.
New store.
Young man who deceived me. Okay. You know where he is? Where is he? Tell me. Sorry, I'm not sure where exactly he is, but I'm also looking for this person who might be related to a commission I'm investigating. Ha, I knew he had other victims. That despicable fraud. I won't let him get away with it. Did he call himself an anomaly salesman and sell you some kind of anomaly? What salesman? No, he called himself an esper, saying his ability is to talk to deceased pets. Not just that, he claimed he could let others see their deceased pets too. I just wanted to see Feli one more time. That's why I got tricked by him. Oh, that's really rough. A pet ferret she used to have. Oh, that's I don't like this guy. I was like, oh, he's kind of silly, but no, I don't like him. You don't fuck with other people's pets like that, man. No, that works. Despicable behavior. I live alone in Hethro with no family around and not many friends either. Belly kept me company every day. Every day after work, it would rush to the door to greet me. Seeing it would wash away all the fatigue from a day's work. But half a year ago, she passed away. I'm sorry. Even now when I think about it, it still makes me really sad. Hearing this, I'm really sorry. It must have been a huge blow to you. Yeah, I probably need a lot more time to get over it. Wait, now's not the time to talk about this. That despicable Khan came to our shop last week. There was no queue, but he didn't order anything, just staring at an empty corner and muttering to himself. I found it odd and wanted to ask if he needed help, but when I got closer, I heard him saying something like, I see, thank you, Feli. I was shocked and asked him what he meant. He looked at me and said, you're Feli's owner, right? I see you're a great owner and it misses you a lot. I couldn't help but burst into tears on the spot, asking him if he could talk to Feli and if there was a way for me to see it again no matter the cost. He had a reluctant look on his face and said he might be able to help me. So did you finally get to see Feli? No, it was a scam all along. According to him, his ability could work on this box. Look, it's this one. He said as long as I put Feli's favorite food in this box on a moonless night, it could temporarily gain physical form and meet me. But he claimed that his ability had a price and was worried that if I borrowed the box and didn't return it, he'd suffer the consequences. So she offered to pawn something valuable and then picked some rare models. To basically scam them from her, supposedly. Though that's interesting. I wonder what the actual thing. So she waited for several days, finally got to a moonless night, and after using the box, she couldn't see a shade of Feli. And yes, okay, so we'll help. We will help, absolutely. Yes. Can't just sit here doing nothing either. I need all my customers to remember the despicable guy so they won't fall for his tricks. Okay. So everybody's been messing around with this guy, by the way. This quest is just reading. Oh, this is the JTF. So if you won't cooperate with us, we won't resolve your issue. You guys just focus on catching that scammer. No need to pry into the shop sales situation, right? You're not being very collaborative. Not explaining how you got scammed or how much you lost. The JTF is not a team of mind readers or magicians. Isn't it because I trust your capabilities? Is this person the manager of the vintage shop? Was he shop scammed too? Young JTF officers, please wait a moment while I greet a customer. Esteemed customer, welcome to Good Joe Vintage. Okay. He is Good Joe. Has the rarest collections, most complete guarantees, and fairest in all of. How may I help? Avon. Okay, you clicked his tongue. How to level up hunter level? There's a few ways. Obviously quests. There's also the exploration guide, and there's turning in oracle stones. Off the top of my head. Yo, dude, I'm back on another device. The anomaly glitch works. Nice, good to know. Here for your boss again? Making tea time talks about me, or are you just trying to gain something out of my predicaments? He seems to have a really bad relationship with Hotori. You got it wrong. I'm just an anomaly hunter following up on a commission. I'm on an investigation. Investigation? Investigate all you want, but don't you tread on my works. The shop is known for its law-abiding and honest business practices in all of Hetero. Is Avon just using this as an excuse to get revenge and frame a competitor? You all heard that, JTF comrades? We can't let this vile, shameless scoundrel get away. Sir, we don't recommend making new accusations while refusing to cooperate with our work. Let's resolve this quickly, shall we? He seems unwilling to honestly recount how he got scammed. Could there be something he's hiding? The lead can't end with him. If that's the case... Stage a conversation, persuade, threaten, and intimidate. Stage a conversation. Oh, this model. What, you recognize this stolen item? Yeah, the seller of this model approached Avon too, but our offer was way lower than what they wanted, so the deal didn't go through. So it ended up here. Seems like the boss is a fair person. Was my ass convincing? That's right, I didn't expect someone from Avon to be so articulate. I always pay promptly and generously, definitely not someone who pinches pennies. But that con artist to even scam someone as fair as me is absolutely vile. The seller was a scammer, we never expected that. Manager, would you mind sharing your experience of being scammed? We'd like to be more cautious in the future. Since you put it that way, fine then. I, the honorable good Joe, shall set an example. I'll sacrifice my own self for the greater good. Will last exchange refresh like Hunter Exchange or not? It says it will. It says it will in June. A few days ago, a young man wearing sunglasses and a suit looking quite impressive started visiting the shop every day. He never said much, just bought a regular mystery box model each day and left, then returned the next day with a hidden model from the same series to sell, making a huge profit on the price difference. This repeated for several days. I found it suspicious and couldn't help but ask him. At first he wouldn't say a word, but my service was so earnest and my offer fair, eventually he spilled the beans. He claimed to have a rare anomaly called the silver oven. Anything non-living placed in the oven becomes more advanced and valuable with a ding. Silver coins turn to gold coins, regular figurines become secret rares. The silver oven is indeed recorded in the anomaly profile held by the Bureau, and its nature is generally consistent with your description. However, they revert to their original form after cooling and cannot be preserved long term. The models he traded with you must have been obtained through other means. Maybe they were stolen goods swindled from someone else. I would never fence for a criminal, even if they were stolen. At most, I was deceived and obtained them in good faith. You get it, right? We can discuss this later. Please continue your story. Where was I? Oh, right. So I believed his tale and felt uneasy, because isn't this the kind of anomaly specifically taking advantage of people like us who deal in secondhand goods? Absolutely, yeah. If such an anomaly stays with the private seller, even if it's not our shop, other similar businesses might get scammed. That's not good. It would ruin the market. I think it's better for professionals to handle it. Besides, his business isn't even secure. If the anomaly stopped working one day, his income would be cut off, right? Better to make a big profit while it's still working well. Selling the anomaly to me is a win-win for him and the industry. For this, I'm willing to make some sacrifices. Judging from the amount you claim to have lost when you reported the crime, quite the sacrifice you must have made, huh? Then he coughs. Please continue. After that, well, you know the rest. I spent 3 to 5 days serving him, only to find out the anomaly I bought at a high price was just a useless, broken box. I'm kind-hearted and intended to quietly take the loss, but thinking about letting him roam free would harm other innocent citizens made me feel terrible. Reporting to the anomaly was the last resort with no selfish motives. I'll take the Avatar Station event transformation instead of just glowing eyes. Are you talking about Avatar: The Last Airbender? I think it's important to note that the Avatar state is a spiritual transformation. So it would be really, really goofy to have it physically transform the person using it. If you think of the eyes as the window to the spirit, then it would make complete sense that the only thing changed would be the eyes. In my opinion, it's cooler. Sure, I guess, but it would make no sense, is the thing. There are plenty of things that can be cooler. If you try to make everything cool with no particular point for what it's actually trying to represent, then everything might be a bit cooler, but it'll also all be pretty much the same. I like how specific the avatar state is between the like, for example, for Ong's like tattoos, or his or Aang, Aang Ong, I don't really care what whichever he's called, but for his like tattoos and his eyes to be glows, for example, I think it's really cool. I like that most of the difference you see is that combined with his facial expression changing greatly depending on which avatar is in primary control when he's in the avatar state. Or when it's all of them and it's basically just combined fury. We understand the situation. Rest assured, we'll investigate quickly. Okay. Judging from the packaging, it's related to this. Let's organize the clues. Maybe we'll find something new. Yeah, but imagine him looking like an amalgamation of the 4 elements. He already looks like that, though. Like, in the world of... The avatars are not beings made up of the 4 elements. The avatars just channel the spirit world really well. Like, they're in tune with the elements. They are a bender of the 4 elements. So the avatar state is just about bending the 4 elements to the extreme. Using the previous experiences of previous avatars, right? Not really, it's just a glowing eyes and the elements floating around the avatar. Yeah. That's... And then compare that to how other benders look. I don't know. It's not like he's becoming like a golem. Or becoming a creature that doesn't exist in that world, because you don't really see creatures made of that stuff. He doesn't like become a spirit creature. He just channels the spirit through his own body. Barbershop staff is a scammer? I say it's a scam, no? Yes, that's a scam. Okay. Scammer's appearance. It's being characteristic, which is... I'm wondering... Partially covering their face with a sunglass? Yeah. Maybe it's because it doesn't want to be identified? It might be that too. But I think it's probably preventing recognition. Last episode of season 1 becomes a giant. He doesn't become a giant water monster. He's just bending the water element. It's also important to keep in mind that that was him fusing with a great spirit. The spirit, quite literally, of the water, if I understand correctly. Like, of the tide. And he bended water around him. He was inside of it. So, that's just him bending it. Exactly, in my opinion, that's how the state should have been like. You see the state like that, though. Pretty much every time he enters the avatar state, that's how you see it. The only difference is usually what's surrounding him is like air, for example, when he enters the avatar state. That changed with that example because he was surrounded with water and was connected with that spirit that was greatly related to water. Assuming you've seen everything in the show, the many times that he goes into the avatar state, it's usually greatly impacted by the elements around him. NTE and avatar collab, that would be crazy. Characteristics, area of operation. The input scammer knows. characters. Scan. Victims' experiences. We see something. If you look up Ultimate Element from Max Steel, I'm gonna try for sure. Yeah, but they're not all gonna look the same, is the thing. I don't know. I don't like having just every cool transformation look the same, personally. I like it when they look unique and different. Breaking it down to just the eyes glow, I feel like it is just needlessly minimizing what's going on. Visually, even. I thought the Avatar Star... I still think the Avatar State is sick. It doesn't need to be some, like, super flashy, complete bodily transformation to be cool. It also doesn't need to look like any other complete bodily transformation, like, rage compilation thing. Because I'm familiar with Max Steel. Agree to disagree then. That's fine by me. I like the variety. I'm scared. What are you scared of, T-Clocker? Scan products are well crafted. I mean, he's very familiar with the shop situation. Alright, got a lead. Report these issues to GTF officers. Yes. Report these clues, I guess. Alright, tanks for CODs, what? Welcome in, monster. I don't know what you just said. How may I be of service? Regarding the scam case, I have some leads to provide. Oh, you mean that serial scam case? Quite a few shops have been hit recently. We're investigating each one. My client must be another victim in this series of incidents, and I suspect the DSD staff and the 9 degrees Celsius coffee employees are also involved. Yes, we received a report from the coffee shop. What are you playing? Neverness to everness. As you mentioned, her case is closely related to the vintage shop incident. Do you have any leads on the perpetrator's identity? Just a guess. I think the perpetrator of the scam is... It might actually be delivery service, yeah. The delivery service personnel responsible for the bridge crossings area. Delivery service personnel? You mean the couriers, delivery workers, or newspaper carriers, right? Yes. These personnel need to frequently enter and exit various shops at bridge crossings and have met the shop owners, so they need to disguise their identity. But they're not particularly familiar with the shop owners, so a simple disguise is enough to fool the victims. True, if it were someone as familiar as me and the captain, wearing sunglasses wouldn't work. As a delivery worker, he could visit shops often and pick up all kinds of info about them. The shop owners' personalities, hobbies, current difficulties. Hear enough of it and naturally you'll understand. Howdy, howdy. I'm glad I'm able to catch your stream. I see your shorts, and they're very helpful, so I had to follow in here. Welcome in, Tiki. I'm glad you popped in. I'm also glad you enjoy all the shorts and the guides and stuff. I do my best. Now that you point out, it's quite suspicious. Yes, the direction you provided aligns with the other leads we currently have. Very valuable. Thank you for the lead. Once we confirm that there are no anomalies involved in these incidents, we'll hand the cases over to the security office and assist them in quickly capturing the perpetrator and recovering the citizens' losses. Don't worry. Yes, thank you for your hard work. Now that things are sorted here, let's head back to the flower shop and explain to the staff. What? So back to the flower shop, I guess. I imagine I don't have to personally do this because it's not anomaly related.
I know how hard it is to stop when you have to.
Jeez, Claudia, chill out. She's standing under... 1 second. Why are you like this? Look at this lady. I apologize, but I can't really write properly in English. That's fine. I try to do my best to understand, but it can be difficult. She's standing right next to the umbrella and covering her head. I see I was scammed. Sorry, since this isn't an anomaly incident, I'm not able to help. However, I'm sure JTF and the security office will do their best to recover your losses. You've already helped me a lot. I kind of suspected I might have been scammed, and now that it's confirmed, I can finally breathe easy. I was just trying to take a shortcut with anomalies, and not only did I not get the decorations right, but I also made you come all this way for nothing. Wanting to solve current difficulties isn't your fault. In my opinion, the one at fault is the person using this mentality to deceive you with improper methods. Thank you, really, thank you. I just can't keep sulking like this. I should focus on the competition. There's not enough flowers around here, but if I replan and use other decorations, hopefully there's still time. I'll cheer you on. Alright, I'll give you a discount next time. Nice. Win friends and influence people. Good stuff. Alright, not here. There it is. Hideouts. Oh, there's more quests, actually. I'll need to figure out where to do them. Probably need to find them somewhere. For now, though, I can do these photo quests.
Do I need to grab your waist? Oh, how passionate.
Okay. Jeez, lady. I don't know if I've heard that one before.
Why did you bring me here?
This right? I found something crazy, by the way, in the NTE storyline. Nice, Hardy. And welcome in. What'd you find? And I don't think these are gonna have anything crazy story-wise, so I can probably just find out where, or find out what they need. Landscape photography? Yes. Cool. If I find a good angle, try going to Tikal Bridge and full lighthouse in your shot. Okay.
Come on.
There's someone else in here I need. About hidden notes, I don't know how far you are in the storyline. Chapter 4. I've already finished. I've done all of that stuff. Why is the map unavailable? I genuinely don't understand. There we go. And thank you for the follow. I don't really know how to say your name because I can't read it properly. Hey, you know your stuff. Looking at your camera though, you're new to this? Yes. In that case, how about trying to capture the people in the city? Okay, cool. Capture images of the city, not trying to actually capture them. That'd be really funny though. I see. I'm right now at the mansion. Okay, gotcha. Let's see. Okay. I'm gonna drive there because I don't actually take this route a ton. And I would like to make sure I don't run into a problem where I miss like some really easy crows or something here. It's been
This wind stings. Can you go faster?
Nothing. I thought I might find at least something, but I guess not.
Oh, how passionate.
So far, I found 2. Oh, I think I know what notes you're talking about. Yeah, I think I went there. I think I found those during the main quest, during chapter 4. I think I found note 1. Oh, that actually looks majestic, by the way. Just putting that out there. That's an actually beautiful looking thing. Buddy told you to go faster. She did. You need to find it there, or is it just a choice? I think it's just a choice, because I only found one.
Off we go.
These are mental. Guess I should probably note one. Yeah, I believe so. Like, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I only found note one.
The wind's just right. Yep. Yep. Yeah.
Off we go.
I'm the first, and I don't know if there are more. Yeah, I have no idea. I might look into it later. I'm not sure.
Can you go faster?
There you go. This looks really easy too. Okay.
Off we go.
Oh, how passionate.
Can you go faster?
Quick.
You were staring into the void.
Search for some info, though, because right now I'm curious. Fair enough. Oh, I can't get up there. The one by the auction, for some reason, I can't get to. I don't know why. I'm not sure if it's something specific.
Come on.
Who'd you use your selectors on? Nobody. I still have both. I'm waiting until I get another S-class character because I got Fadia twice from the actual banner, which makes me very paranoid that if I pull for a character and pick one, I'm just gonna get them again.
Hit. Hit.
Beautiful looking areas, all of them. Perspective. Even in the most ordinary scenes, a skilled landscape photographer can spot the beauty and turn that into an outstanding shot. Okay, so it's basically just trying to take the photo from somewhere. Cool. Oh yeah, I'm on the same boat, but I've only gotten Daptil so far. Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay.
Come on.
Here we go. So we're gonna finish her quest, and then before we do the other guy's quest, I'm gonna visit the witch.
Come on.
Because Blackbird's got some good stuff. So I expect from you, I need to take great shots. After taking so many, what are your thoughts on the photos you captured, or rather, do you feel there's anything that could be improved? There's something different about each one. They might be more likely there's people in them, correct? Both obviously beautiful, but I prefer the other two because there's people. Okay, interesting. So she likes people in her landscape photos, whereas some people prefer just the pure landscape. I see. Do you think Lacrimosa is a sub DPS and Chaos is buffer? I don't really know. I don't know anything about their kits, if I'm being honest. Like, I don't know I don't know if there's like stuff leaked or what. Yeah. I don't really know anything about their kits at all. Yo, I got a question. Go ahead, ask your question.
Come on.
Feel free to ask away.
Hit. Hit. Come on.
Greetings. Welcome to the witch's house. Your
get a
path
portion
ahead
ready?
is
Got a treasure hunt for the day. Track it. Track it.
Greetings. Welcome to your path ahead.
I'm about level 29 and I already did all the main and side quests. What's the most efficient way to level up? The exploration guide and then Oracle stones. Oracle stones give a lot of XP every time you turn a bunch in. It gives like 100 or something for every milestone you hit. Damage plus 15%, cool. By Nakapa's pool. Alright. I did. Didn't I have that track? Oh. Did I hit another milestone? Oh, I did! Hey, nice! I got 2 more of these, things. Do you think they're gonna add more quests? Probably. And you're very welcome. Alright, 2 more single pulls on the standard banner. 6. And escaped. Yep. And then another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, nice. Look at these guys. Let's ask her where my bird is.
Greetings. Welcome to the witches. Your path ahead is shrouded in shadow.
I'm also starting to feel a bit ill, but I should be fine until stream ends. If not, then I'll let you all know and I'll end it a bit early. I don't know why I feel ill though. Okay. I'm gonna drive there so I have a chance to pick up all the stones on the way. Best team for Hathor? I'm not 100% sure. Probably with Nonali and Zero. because then you can use Hathor's cycle her into Zero, then use Zero to insta-cycle into
This
Nonoli,
wind stings.
which creates the charge effect. Because they can do a 3-person reaction. And then obviously Hanyul in the team, because she does really good buffing. Well, I found something. Wasn't quite what I was expecting, but...
Time for a change!
There's a crow over there.
Let me take over.
Wait! Thank you for choosing Pink Posting!
Do you consider yourself in the end game now? Not really. I think end game in games like this is when you unlock the highest level of, like, gear. And I have technically unlocked it, but I haven't unlocked the highest chances of it.
Be this lucky?
If that makes sense. So, like, once I hit, like, Ascension level 4 and Hunter level 40, I'll consider myself in the end game. Because that's when you actually have, like, a good chance to drop
Smells amazing!
the, like, S rank, like, modules and stuff.
Woo! As free as the wind!
I should have not done that. I have to run all the way up this now. Creations.
What's that smell? Smells amazing! Woo! As free as the wind!
Off we go.
Let's try this a little bit. Yeah, nice.
What's that smell?
I'll be able to go to the other side after. Have you tried the 10-round fight? I don't know what the 10-round fight is. Did you know that you can B-hop with Nonoli, use her skill, and dash twice and jump right after? I think it literally ran out right as I tried it. That's funny.
Woo! As free as the wind! Bam!
Let me take over.
Got this covered! Underboss, it's our turn! Child's play! Watch out for collision!
I will see.
Hero to the rescue!
And Nonoli's a little bit crazy. You think Hotori is worth it? Sorry for all the questions. My first gacha. I mean, Hotori is good with Nonoli, if that's something you're interested in. Oh, 40 looks really far away. It is.
It's...
Yeah. It can take a minute to get to that kind of a point in the game. So it can be quite far away, depending. Once I grab this, assuming there's nothing else nearby, I can just immediately turn around. Oh, the train with the owl. Okay, I haven't been on Station 10 or Stage 10 or whatever yet. I think I'm on Stage 8. I basically just did it up until the exploration guide, and then I saved it. Because it lasts like a month anyway, so... I was giving myself time to upgrade more characters first.
Can
See tomato jelly.
pay off the boss's debt?
Can I steal these? For Necromancer? No, I can't, unfortunately. Wait. So it's chocolate bars. No, I can just make my way this way.
Watch me shine!
Trust me. Mark.
Yeah, it's hard even at level 50. Yeah, like, I'm not... Like, I know it's difficult, and I know it would probably be, like, a fine challenge.
Freeze the wind!
It's not like I'm gonna sit here and be like, oh no, I'm too good for that, or whatever.